Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
Hello, Canada, hockey fans, the United States, and Newfoundland.
It's coming.
storm's coming.
Tell 'em I'm coming! And hell's coming with me, you hear?
Stanley Cup playoffs coming soon.
You're watching Samwelb experience.
Here we go. It's time to get it going. It is Tuesday night, and the Leafs are taking on the Devils. We got 12 games left to go. The Stanley Cup playoffs are coming soon, and I'm so excited. I'm not going to sing. I promise. No more singing. Okay, maybe I will. But we're going to have a good time tonight. It's the Leafs. It's the Devils, and they're going to go toe-to-toe. The Devils trying desperately to stay in that playoff hunt, get into a wild card spot. The Leafs are looking to hang on to their spot, and they've had some challenges as of late. But welcome in, everyone. Beverly, welcome home. Hope you had a fantastic time. Emojin, welcome in. Leo, how's it going? Hayden, what's up? Various, good to see you. Ryan, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Lewis, hello there. Hockey for life, welcome in. Matthew, Charlie, hello there. Let's go. We got another Leo. Baxter, what's up? TJ, how's it going? Claude, welcome in. Lewis, hello, hello. Daniel Barry in the house. Brett, what's going on? Daryl, hello. Jansen, welcome in. Welcome in, one and all. Jonesy is here. Welcome in, Jonesy. Good to see you. Oh, boy. All right, let's get in to the lineups. Oh, boy, here comes trouble. Mark, what's going on? Welcome in. Onyx, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Danny T, welcome in. Here we go. The Devils, who are 35, 33, and 4. Their projected lineup tonight is Timo Meier with Nico Hischier and Jesper Bratt. B. Disney, what's going on? Welcome in. Taylor, welcome in. We got Jack Hughes with Eric Howla and Alexander Holtz. We got Andre Palat with Thomas Nosek and Dawson Mercer. And then Maxwell Willman with Chris Tierney and Curtis Lazar. On the defensive side, Kevin Ball with John Marino, Luke Hughes with Nick Dimone, Brendan Smith with Simon Nemec, and Jake Allen expected to get that start tonight. DMR, what's going on? Bill, hello there. Welcome in. Arnold, how you doing? For the Maple Leafs tonight, who are 40, 21, and 9. They did have to make some lineup changes, but this is who we're going to see. Tyler Bertuzzi back with Austin Matthews and Max Domi. Domi and Matthews looking so good. So good together. Glad to see they're keeping them together. Whoops, and going solid. We got a second line of Bobby McMahon with John Tavares and William Nylander. And these guys look even better. They look great together. Matthew Nyes with Pontus Holmberg and Nick Robertson. And we got a fourth line of Connor Dwyer, David Kempf, and Noah Gregor. Connor Dwyer, I kind of really like how he's been fitting in this lineup. He's playing a role and he's playing it really well. Teresa, how's it going? Welcome in. On the blue line for the Buds, we got T.J. Brody. Oh, come on. Everybody, you're all thinking the same thing. T.J. Brody, really? Again, we've had enough of T.J. Brody. I mean, can't we just get this sorted out? I mean, come on.
I forgot. He's terrible.
But T.J. Brody, he's going to be here with Ilya Labushkin. We got Jake McCabe with Timothy Liljegren. And then Simon Benoit is in with Connor Timmins. Carl the Monkey, what's going on? Hockey for Life. Hello, Lobster Boy. Go Leafs go. Benoit and Timmins rounding it out. And the Waller, Joseph Wall, getting the start tonight. Now you're saying to yourself, Sam, you forgot a name? Where's Morgan Riley? Morgan Riley is out. He is not in here today. He is with an undisclosed injury. So Morgan Riley day-to-day as well. Joel Edmondson. Edmondson also with an undisclosed ailment and is day-to-day. So they are both off getting a little bit of a rest. Gordon, how's it going? Mark Giordano was still having concussion symptoms, but I did read he has been activated off of long-term IR. So I expect to see Gio potentially suiting up sometime soon. Antonio, how's it going? Callie Yarncroc as well has been doing much better. And good news, Mitchell Marner skating today, skating really well, skating really hard. So that ankle doing real good. John B, what's going on? Keep six in the house. Cherry, welcome in. So great news, Mitch Marner. They're not going to rush him. But he is looking good. They have Ilya Samsonov still as the undisclosed lower body injury. And Matt Murray news. He took full Leaf practice today. What on earth could that mean down the stretch? Jacob, how's it going? So we got Matt Murray news today. We got Mitch Marner news today. Oh boy, what is going to happen with this team? Will Matt Murray find himself in this lineup come playoff time? I'll be honest, I kind of hope not. I hope he's here to motivate the boys, but when you haven't played all year, you don't want your first game to be stepping into a playoff position. So I can't imagine that's going to happen. But Matt Murray taking a full practice today. And of course, Marner on his way to healing up. Hopefully the bumps and bruises to Riley and Edmondson are nothing major, and we see them back in no time. Of course, the Leafs play again on Thursday. So not a lot of turnaround time, just one day in between. They take on Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals. Now, for tonight's game, this is the first of three between the Leafs and the Devils. They play tonight, again, April 9th and then April 11th. The schedule makers doing a lot of really strange things lately. And here we go, cramming 3 Devils games in right at the end. And Richard coming in, dropping it like it's hot. Some gifted memberships right off the bat. Richard, thank you so much. Let's get some stick taps in for Richard. And congratulations to all those who pick up the gifted memberships. Imagine Krusty, Arnold, Jeff, Alvino, congratulations on the gifted memberships. Now, as you're just coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. It's free and it helps us out so much. As well, if you've never been to one of our shows before, we have lots going on, which you'll soon uncover. Come into the chat, say hello, because the more you engage and type along with us, you're going to earn points. And then you can use those points to bring up Leaf graphics, Devils graphics, random stuff, all kinds of redemptions you can play with all throughout tonight to cheer on your favorite team. So there's lots to use. And there come the stick taps coming in. Again, Richard, thank you so much for giving the gift of membership and paying it forward. So we appreciate that. Let's get our redeem stick tap in. All right. Hello. Goodbye. That's how we roll. All right. So Richard coming in. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. So we're at home. That's right. We are at home today in Toronto. David Boy, what's up? 70 goals will be really something. 70 goals would be really something. I think it's going to take a little bit of time to get there. Dave, what's going on? Welcome in. Wasega says hi. What's up, Wasega? All right, let's get things ready. Let's get things pumped up. We're just about time to drop that puck. So we're going to get things set up here for you. We're going to get the conversation going. As you are here, you are more than welcome to cheer on your favorite team. You are more than welcome to tell me my team sucks. We allow family-friendly trash talking. We're all here to have a good time. The rules are no personal attacks. We don't want anyone calling Hayden out and making fun of him. No bullying. Personal attacks, bullying, that will be an instant delete. But you're more than welcome to come in here and tell me the Leafs suck. Yarncroc sucks. Brody sucks. Samsonov sucks. Hey, you can even say I suck. I wouldn't appreciate it, but go ahead. We all just want to have a good time, but no personal attacks, no bullying, but I'm fair game. Let's just all have some fun, and let's listen to the good old hockey game. Here we go. Let's drop this puck. The Devils, the Maple Leafs. It's time to go. Tavares. T-shirt.
For the face-off.
Game on. Devils going to win the opening draw.
On the weekend for New Jersey, looked like he might have been badly hurt against the Islanders.
David, what's going on? I appreciate that.
New Jersey broke one up against
Thanks,
Ottawa
Leo.
on Saturday night and finds itself in a hole. 5 points on the last playoff spot as Nylander drops it back. Tavares in, shoots! And a blocker save there by Jake Allen. 5 points doesn't sound bad, Mike, but the pace is 93 points. To get there, the Devils probably have to go 9-0-1 down the stretch.
The 4 teams, they need to pass as well to get there.
Right.
It's a bit of an issue.
Centering pass knocked down by Timo Meier. James talked about the fact he's got 12 goals his last 13 games, the hottest stick in the NHL. And this guy's isn't bad either. Austin Matthews closing on 60 goals for the second time in his career. And here is Brody with it, out there with Labushkin. Plays it back down to the Jersey zone as Brendan Smith goes back. A lot of Leaf players are finding themselves in unfamiliar positions in terms of defense partners, line mates. On the power play, lead pass for Bertuzzi.
Here's a breakaway, Bertuzzi scores!
Bertuzzi, a minute, 4 seconds in.
Tyler Bertuzzi says, how you doing on this Tuesday night? He buries the biscuit in the basket, a tisket in the tasket. My, oh my. Wow.
You got the touch.
Bertuzzi. How do you spell Bertuzzi? G-O-A-L. My goodness. This line, Bertuzzi, Domi, Matthews, lighting it up.
In his last 6 games, he's got 16 on the year. And the
Big
Leafs
Bert.
have the
Hey,
early
Bert.
lead.
That was outstanding.
Bertuzzi, who's been all over the lineup in the last month or so for Toronto with all the changes. Domi across the line, the plays offside at the Jersey line.
So Domi and Brody picking up the assists on that one.
Grade A chance. How does Bertuzzi get open? He's on the far wall, and Smith sees him. He just loses. He tries to put a stick into his chest. He just mistimes his pivot. Bertuzzi skates through it, gets open, handles it clean, and dandy little finish. Allen almost gets a piece of it with his stick.
And you know, Bertuzzi has had a real trouble handling hard passes, but that one he took like nobody's business. Great pass receipt, and that's his 16th of the year.
Guys who don't get points feel good when they get them.
Here's Timmins back at the point. Connor Timmins plays it back for Benoit. Simone Benoit banks it off the side. Picked up by John Marino. Those are playing a couple of young defensemen, Luke Hughes and Simon Nemitz, in perhaps more of a role they'd like, but Dougie Hamilton got hurt early in the year. They let Ryan Graves and David Severson go. If Nylander shoots, Allen will stop on that. So
See, all we have to do is get really hard on one of these guys, and boy, oh boy, they do well. Brody, we were giving it to Brody, and look at him. He absolutely comes out on fire.
They won 4 of 13 games in the stretch of February.
Cam, you like that one?
Was the end of Lindy Ruff as their head coach. They swapped out both their goalies in the deadline as well.
John Tavares, what's up, JT?
A lot of reasons for their season.
Patrick, hello there.
Lines and shoots, that was blocked. And that was Thomas Nosek getting in the way of that, and that staggered him. Laid back in by McCabe. Bounces by Jake McCabe back down the ice. Wool out to play it. Wool making his first back-to-back starts.
Yeah, the scoreboard will update automatically. The widget has had all kinds of scoreboard
Talks about opportunity
issues.
with Samsonov being a little injured, although he's back on the ice this morning. A chance for Wool to get a run of games.
Holmberg sends out ahead. That was knocked down the line by Nemitz. The second overall pick on the 2022 NHL draft. Right behind his fellow countryman, Juraj Slafkovsky. Brody, lead pass to Nick Robertson, a long shot. That's gloved by Allen.
Nice stop there by Allen. What a great start. Yes, Allen, John Allen in net. That was absolutely a great start, a hot start. The Leafs have been scoring early in a lot of these games. That's exactly what we need to be seeing. They got to keep doing this against the great teams as well as the middle and lower teams. Leo, how's it going? I am fantastic. Hope you're doing well. Again, as you're coming in, keep hitting that like button, hit those thumbs up for us. We appreciate it.
Tied with Dallas for the most, but they've been behind too early.
Holmberg in here against Lazar. Lazar's going to get
bad that you continue to have to.
Right.
Here comes Eric Aula.
It's not a winning formula, no matter how potent your offense might be.
Holmberg runs that face-off back to McCabe. Sends it back in front. Robertson a chance. Allen
it's there.
Nice. Put that wide.
Nice shot by Robertson.
Nick Robertson plays it back in. He scored against Carolina.
I'm a stranger. What's going on?
Picked up by Marino. He was forced there by McCabe. Nye steps up. And here's McCabe back with it. Held by Robertson. Down to Nyes. And Nyes feeds it back across. That bounced away from Holmberg. And Brendan Smith plays that up to the line. Knocked down there by Holmberg.
Toronto going to change up.
Devils are spending the week here. They don't play again until Friday in Buffalo. They're going to stay here for a couple of days.
I mean, if you're asking the guys around the league if they'd rather hang for a few days in Toronto or Buffalo, generally speaking, the answer is Toronto.
Casper Bratt plays that ahead. Austin Matthews back with it. And Labushkin long pass to center ice, knocked down by Simone. There's Timo Meier. He's stripped of the puck by Domi. And Matthews gathers it back up. Domi played 21 minutes against Carolina on Sunday, the most he's played as a Leaf. As Luke Hughes brings it ahead. Walks it and shoots, scores! Luke Hughes snaps it by Wool, and the Devils tie it just like that.
Tim Wakefield is smiling at this shot right here. This is an absolutely dirty
the Devils coming and putting
Hughes.
one in as I was trying to make a one to put up here. The scoreboard having some issues. Luke Hughes, a little shot, and Joseph Wall just frozen. Didn't even move.
Look at that thing.
It was a knuckle puck going in. I think it changed direction of him.
Underneath his glove. He thinks he's got to catch it. It drops 6 inches on him, and he misses it. And in a period that's been all Toronto to start the game, Jersey find themselves tied.
Luke Hughes gets his 9th goal of the year, but it's his first in 31 games. And the young man who spent time like his brothers playing minor hockey here in the GTA Dome for the Toronto Marlies. Has lots of friends here tonight. Gets the equalizer for New Jersey. And Camp sends it back in front, goes back to Benoit, tees it up and shoots. That's off the stick of Noah Gregor, up and out of play.
So
these
Luke
numbers
Hughes
just
gets
don't want to move.
It's a good break that they're activating using the net front defenseman. But there's nothing wrong with how Labushkin plays that. He challenges him. He no threat on a rebound. Doesn't get a stick on it. It just is a shot that, as it's released, it just tumbles end over end and fools the goalie. Well, obviously, we'll look at that saying, I somehow have to find a way to track that and save it. But this not a big breakdown by Toronto. It's just a
there we go. So we'll have to manually adjust these numbers until
just 20 years of age. Lead the Devils.
Chris, what's going on? Tristan, hello there.
Usually player this year.
But Luke
40
Hughes,
points for him.
a
I mean,
nice little
you know,
shot.
Learning curve in his own end,
Little
but
knuckle
decent
puck
with the puck,
finds
as
its
you can
way.
tell, and you will throughout the game.
Yeah, Jim worked for the Leafs for a number of years when the boys were playing minor hockey here. Quinn, Jack, and Luke. Luke Hughes ahead for Heischer. Up for Jesper Bratt. Sends that rink wide to Meyer with a shot. That goes just fine.
Another Nutford scored. That one dropped as well.
And now McMahon back with it. McMahon for Nylander. William Nylander bumps that back to McCabe. Drops it back to Nylander.
Crichton has to
Shimmies
go
around
and welcome
Meyer.
in.
Plays it back across. Liljegren shoots. Put that high.
A dance by Nylander, drawing attention, finding Liljegren.
Pretty good pace here in the opening period. Most of it from Toronto.
Thank you, John
Nice
Tavares.
plays being made by
We
Leafs.
appreciate that.
Now Smith goes back. Intercepted by Domi. Plays that back to Timmins. That pass is picked
Devils
off and
going
brought
to move
out
this up.
by
Here they
Chris
come down
Tierney.
the right side. Laulas
Veteran
plays.
finds John
What's up?
Marino. Plays it back
It was
in
a quick couple of goals.
Willman, former
Yeah,
Philadelphia
not the
Flyer,
end of the
plays that
first.
back.
Don't worry. I don't know
Out
what's
there by
going on with this
Beverly.
little widget today.
Here's Matthews with it. Bertuzzi sweeps it ahead to Timmins. Moving in with Domi. Connor Timmins gets a step on Brendan Smith. Throws it back in front. Just missed Domi with that pass.
Thank
Brody
you,
gathers it
DMR.
back up.
Appreciate that.
And lifts it back down to the Jersey zone where Allen's out to play it. Turns it over to Matthews. Austin Matthews.
Right in front, Matthews to Bertuzzi.
A chance that was blocked.
Glorious opportunity. Couldn't pull the
Big
shot
man,
off.
Kevin Ball
Wow.
got in the way as Jack Hughes brings it
Hope
out.
this won't be another team that we play down
Jack
to.
Hughes.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially because we play them 3 times.
Winds it in, drops it back. Great chance there for Holt. And
And Wall
Alexander
gonna
Holt's
make a
turned away point
save.
blank by Woll. Tyler Bertuzzi has his 16th of the year to give
We're
the
going to
Leafs.
go to commercial break. And that's a pretty darn good start to this game. Love to see the Leafs coming out, getting that first goal, even though they gave up one. But getting that first goal is so important for this team, for their confidence. They just needed to get out there and have that little bit of a lead. Welcome in, everyone. If you're just coming in and tuning in and joining us, don't worry. The first period is not over. We've only played about 6.5 minutes of this hockey game. The scoreboard is on the fritz, but it will correct itself. It always does. But welcome to the show. My name is Sam. Thanks for being here tonight. We're here to have some fun and cheer on the Leafs. So welcome in. Come in the chat, say hello, introduce yourself, and let's have a fun show tonight. Grinch, what's going on? Welcome in. Curtis Joseph in the house. Welcome to the show. John Tavares in the chat. How about that? But your goal scorer for the Leafs, if you missed it off the top, was Tyler Bertuzzi from Domi and Brody. His 16th. That is amazing. The fact that Bertuzzi has 16 goals right now, if you would have asked me like 2 months ago if he was going to get to 16 goals, I said you'd be lucky if he got to 10. But whoever was out there saying Bertuzzi is a second half player, he heats up towards the end of the season and he's a playoff performer, I'm starting to believe this guy has been playing really good hockey. And one of the keys, one of the things he's done differently right now is he's taping his stick differently. Before he used like a grip sticker on his blade. Well, he's still using that grip sticker, but he's also now wrapping the toe of his stick. And I gotta believe that tape on the toe, on the the tip of his stick is giving him a little more grip on the puck because he's controlling it just a little bit better. So they're just coming back from commercial break, and then we will let's get in here. Let's keep it going, boys.
The last month or so.
Yeah, good to see Brody get an assist as well. Help build his confidence up.
Just runs
He
through
needs
so
that
much
going.
of this team. 5-on-5, power play, penalty kill. He is no longer day-to-day for being day-to-day. Now just day-to-day. Starting to keep this morning.
Out on the ice this morning, Mitch Marner was. May join the team in practice tomorrow, which is a good sign.
Morgan Riley was turned hour to hour.
Lucas, hello, good evening. Guy, what's going
But
on?
Edmonton, interestingly enough, not.
For the rest of the week.
Yeah. So
I
they
did
moved
not
him
do
up
my
a little bit,
Tim's
which
picks
is-
today.
At this time of year, any sort of information like that is surprising.
Here come the Devils. Two shots only so far. Jack Hughes going to drop this one back. Mercer coming in. He stopped the lines. Here's Matty Knox. Going to play it around to Robertson. He has his pocket picked. Brody there to bail him out. Robertson has struggled defensively. Here's Nicky. Going to flip this one in the corner. Holmberg chasing it in. He catches up with it.
Off Holmberg, now gathered back up.
Here's Nosek.
Hammered up by Nosek. Dawson Mercer. Rink wide pass to Simone Nemitz. Nemitz works in. Labushkin stepped into him.
Nice play by the Boosh. If you're just coming in, missed it. Morgan Riley not in today's lineup.
Picked up by Nosek.
Coming right through. Wall with a stop. Another stop. A couple of great stops there for Joseph Wall.
Nothing easy for Joseph Wall. It's not been busy at all. But
Vaughn, welcome in. Not at home. Hello there.
This one dribbles through from the blue line. Labushkin trying to find a player. Holmberg just overskates it. That did tip 3 times.
I don't think there are illegal ways to tape it. I mean, not that I've heard of, to be honest.
He's able to track and seal the bottom of the net, but that's a double tip after being
beat. But it's very rare you see guys who don't really tape
like,
their
can someone shoot it hard and straight? Mercer had a great year last year on the wing tonight. Shuffling things around under Travis Green, trying to find the right combo for the Devils.
There's Nico Hischier, works back in front. Good patch stop there by Wall. The Devils start to apply the pressure now as the puck goes back to center ice to Meyer. Acquired in a blockbuster trade with San Jose last year, then signed the big extension.
Toronto picking it up. They're going to get it out through the neutral zone. Devils back with it. Setting it up. Mark, how's it going? Welcome in. Good evening. DMR, that is for certain. Tavares going to flip this over. Back to Nylander. Toronto kind of stuck around their own blue line. Now they're going to play this one up. Tipping it just into the Devils zone.
Knee injury here in Toronto back in 2018.
Benoit back in this lineup. Of course, there's Timmins. Timmins picking it up. He's going to go for a skate. Timmins over to Benoit. Benoit's going to lead this right into the zone. Benoit going around. He's got Matthews and Bertuzzi in front of the net. Rolls it around the boards.
Matthews
back.
It's a good takeaway from
Getting
Matthews
this
on
one
Hughes,
set up.
neutral zone.
Timmins leaves it back to Matthews.
Richard, it totally does. Nice move. Matthews coming in. Takes the shot. That goes just wide. Over to Brody. TJ. Grip it and rip it. And that's a nice stop. Kicked around. Side of the net. Brody gets his own rebound. Coming around through. He's got Domi. He elects to pass it off to Matthews. Here's a shot. Rebound. Domi can't get it. Bertuzzi was eating up space in front of that net.
Off the side glass and back to center where Labushkin picks it up.
Greatest, what's going on? No, it's still going. It's just there's an issue with the widget right now.
Played away by Nicky Simone.
Palat coming in. Quick shot. Wall's going to steer that to the corner. Labushkin tried to get a stick on it.
Back to Smith. Nemitz.
Going around. We got 10 minutes to go in the period. Shot goes just wide. 10 minutes to go in the period.
Throws it back in front. That misses, and Labushkin has it back for Toronto. Pass the midway point of the opening period. In comes Mercer. Newfoundland native has that pass taken away by McCabe.
Laurie, how's it going? Welcome in.
David Camp back get away for Toronto. Bumped in.
Hayden, retire or forced to retire? Two very different questions.
Now Gregor.
In front, jamming at it. Dewar's in there.
Allen's down.
We're going to hang on to it. Dewar's being grabbed at from a few different Devils. Everybody wants a little piece of Dewar right now.
His tempers flutter a bit, but Austin Matthews came this close.
Matthews had a nice shot. It really wasn't that close. He put it way wide. They're going to another commercial break. I'll keep you updated on the time in the period. 9:34 remaining right now, and it's been a pretty good period. Leafs playing some decent hockey. Good puck movement, something they've struggled with. Shots, okay, 8 shots for the first 10 minutes or so. We'll take that. Face-offs, Leafs are up in the face-offs. They're hitting. Leafs right now are doing everything correct. They're winning the little battles that matter, and that pays off in the long time. William, how's it going? Welcome to the show. So right now, Leafs doing an excellent job. The question is, can they maintain this pace? Can they continue doing what they're doing right now for the duration of this hockey game? One of the things we've seen where this team struggles is playing a complete 60 minutes. They'll play a good first period, they'll disappear in the second, then they'll come out and play a good like 13 minutes of the third and then disappear. So we don't give them the kiss of death. That's right. That's right. I should choose my words carefully. But they got to figure this out, because as they go into the playoffs, whether it's Florida, whether it's Boston, those teams are going to come at them hard. So this team is going to have to play hard night in and night out in order to be successful. And right now it starts with the little things, right? Winning the faceoffs, taking some hits, making some hits, making some passes, moving that puck, using their speed. When it all clicks together, we see good things happen. When they get sloppy and lazy and they don't skate and they don't make good passes, they get into trouble. So we will continue seeing how they play for the rest of this first period. They're just coming back.
2017, so 4 number ones in this game.
So you're going to see some talent. Now, some of that talent is defense. You think about Heischer, Austin Matthews, taking pucks away, but then some of it, of course, becomes offense as Austin Matthews rolls through the neutral zone and tries to grab.
And welcome in, by the way, if you're just coming in and joining us. Thank you for being here
Hughes
today.
Electric offensively, and the 1-2 punch that Hughes and Heischer can create. A nice complement to each other.
They did, Adrian. They did.
Right now, playing on
and
the
once
wing,
that series, once they got out of the first round, they kind of went, and they just couldn't get back to that intensity.
Nylander just skipped off his stick.
Theo Sam Eagle, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. We can still be friends.
Goes off the skate of McMahon and wide.
Nylander with it, playing it to the line.
Backhands that towards the goal, tipped wide by McMahon. Bobby McMahon plays it back around.
Tavares, good job with his feet.
Shields off Heischer. Pivots back.
Russell, how's it going? Welcome in.
Be ready by Allen now back at the point. Oh, you're going to shot. Allen kicks that away. McKay with a chance. Tipped wide by Tavares.
As long as Tavares touches it, Nylander's open on the back door. Look out.
The other way, Meyer. Lead pass for Jesper Bratt. Bratt waits for teammate to arrive, drops that back. And that's
great kick save by Wall.
Hughes is kicked away. Hollow with a chance that was blocked.
Another shot. Wall getting in there. Wow.
And you see
Toronto with a flurry of activity, and New Jersey comes right back the other way, testing Wall.
When they counter with their top
and
guys,
he is there kicking those legs out, doing a real nice job.
Who will join the rush if he dangerous. Pratt pushes you back. He hits a trailer. Nylander a little bit.
Yes, 2-1 Panthers over Boston. This is a massive game taking place tonight. Florida trying to catch the Bruins.
Fighting.
And it's 2-1 Florida over Boston.
Stop made by Wall. We've seen about enough of that Hughes brother here in the first period.
I see
Sam Reinhart scored again. I think that's his 51st.
Wraparound, try Matthews.
Bertuzzi so close again, side of the net. Can't knock it in.
Throws it back to Domi. Drops it back to Matthews. Shoots.
Rebound.
Bouncing puck knocked away by Luke Hughes. Oh, man.
Michael, how's it going? Welcome in.
Matthews. In comes Domi. That towards the goal. That's
and Boston, Florida actually going into tonight's game are tied. Florida still has one game in hand. Florida and Boston are tied with 97 points tonight. So right now it will be Toronto-Boston in the first round. Of course, whoever wins tonight, that's going to change yet again. We'll talk about all those potential matchups in the first intermission.
Still almost beat Jake Allen. Those two have had a nice synergy going on the ice.
Matthews 3 shots here in the first period and 1 just missed. So 4 attempts so far here in the first 12 minutes of the game.
If he gets 9 shots, he will get a goal.
Beverly shoots kicked up by Allen. Not for nothing are you such a highly regarded observer of the game.
That is what they pay for.
Got a bunch of membership renewals, so thank you to all of our members for supporting our channel with memberships.
Benoit goes back. He's 15 shots already here in the first period. Timmins across to Holmberg.
Here comes Homie, drops it off for Robertson.
Down to Holmberg. Roll off his stick for a moment. Brendan Smith steps into him.
Sharp angle shot. Robertson almost picked the corner. Great save there.
Robertson slides it back to McCabe with a shot.
McCabe rebound. Holmberg knocking it out of the air. Wow.
There for Holmberg, and now McCabe steps up again. Drops it back.
What a shot by Robertson.
That seemed to stagger him a bit.
He's got to race back and pick it up. It's like a video game, the amount of blasts. 17 shots already for Toronto. That's ridiculous.
In comes McCabe now. Gets around Alexander Holtz.
Go Leafs, go. Chance are picking up.
Now drop back.
Nylander, McCabe. Shot blocker save. Poor Allen. Just getting peppered with rubber right now.
McMahon drops that back. And Marino plays it ahead for Holtz, who's tied up by McCabe.
This one is going to come out.
Gathered back up by
Nylander's
Nylander.
going to play this one back.
Watched
They're going to
there by
regroup.
Jack Hughes.
Nifty little flip move. Nylander is on the move. He gets by 2. Gets by 3.
Nylander
Going by
chips it
4.
in.
And the
Winds
5th.
it.
Luke
knocked that
Hughes
away.
is going to pick that puck up and send it around.
Up ahead
Uh-oh,
for
here
Jack
comes
Hughes, gets around Labushkin.
Jack
Tried to
breaking
simmer
in.
that
Nice
pass,
play there by
Tavares
Labushkin
on
to
the
break
back
it up.
check.
Here's Tavares.
And Tavares
He's going to
goes
play
back
this one up.
across to Labushkin.
Labouche going to flip this one in. Gregor going in on the forecheck. Jersey's going to pass it around him. What a pace right now. End-to-end action.
Picked up by Cam. Watched there by Nosek.
TJ Brody picking this one up. Brodeur versus Cujo. He's back in the day.
Brody.
And so it is. Thank you. There we go. Much
Picked
better.
up from Montreal at the deadline for a conditional.
The time is still wrong on the
Becomes a second.
scoreboard, but at least we got some
Plays 40 games
points.
and makes the playoffs.
That's
And
right,
whichever
Rick.
team he plays for, even if New Jersey moves him on,
They're certainly shooting the puck
Montreal
now.
still gets that pick.
They have more shots in this first period than they did for 3/4 of the game the other night. Matthews going to dump this in. Birds there coming out of the corner. Playing this back to the line. Benoit. Cycling down low. Out in front. Can't connect on the pass.
Fischer has a look. Myers busting ahead. And away comes Marino. John Marino drops it off to Timo Meyer. Spins and shoots. He put that wide. Alla plays it back in. And McCabe tied up by Meyer, but Matthews steals that from him. Matthews had it taken there by Brock. Across he goes to Smith. Across he goes to Holla. Shoots.
Nice
Picked
pad
up by
save.
Wolf.
Domi coming in.
And Smith is up looking
Domi
for the
gets
rebound.
pushed off the puck.
Now Meyer
Toronto
with it.
scrambling right
Poke
now.
checked
Devils
away from
doing a
him.
nice
Brock
job keeping this puck
Then
away.
back to Holla.
Matthews going to play it to Benoit. Benoit off the boards.
Matthews.
Matthews
And
back
the Leafs
with
are
it.
changing. Matthews buys some time and goes rink wide to McCabe. And there's McCabe with it. Up for
On the
Nyes.
move. Nifty little move there by Knives
Moves
going
around
through the
Jack
legs.
Hughes. That's batted down by Luke Hughes. And Willman was straightened up at center ice by Nyes.
Another
Nyes
nice
moves
move
in.
by Knives.
Drops it back to Holmberg. Holmberg in, shoots.
Oh, 5-hole rebound is there. Knives between the legs. Oh, what a save!
What a move by Nyes.
Nice.
Brody
What
back with it.
skill.
Labushkin.
But a great save. Here's a blast. That one gets knocked down. Robertson, 91 miles an hour.
Drops it back to Brody.
Brody, he's going to tee off.
Rebound loose in front.
They're
Holmberg
digging
gets
at
it
it.
for
Knives, Holmberg, Robertson, Brody. Wow.
Brody back with it. TJ Brody.
I think
spins
the
back.
Leafs still think they're at Top Golf because they are teeing off right now.
Labushkin
22 shots.
up for Holmberg. Holmberg plays it back, and here's Timmins back with it. A goaltender has not needed an
Carlos,
intermission
how's it
more
going?
than one.
I
Jake
think
Allen has.
so.
It's a whistle.
Oh my goodness. In comes Timmins. Ball steps into him. Here's Mercer with it. Up ahead to Palat. He's poke checked to center ice by McMahon. Now Timmins up for Tavares. Drops it back to Nylander winding in. And that plays offside.
Offside, barely,
At
as
the New Jersey
Nylander
line.
was
It is a
busting
1-1 tie, but not
through.
for lack of trying.
Unbelievable.
Matthew Nyes with a great
A
move.
commercial break coming up as the Leafs showing some skill. My goodness. They're using speed. They're making good passes. They're making good moves. And they're shooting. They're shooting. If you look over up, nope, wrong way. If you look over up here at the scoreboard, at the ice, with all the X's on it, look at where they're shooting from. A vast majority of those shots are all above the circles. They have a couple of shots down low, and their goal came from just inside. But look at all those shots they're taking from up high. This is something the Leafs don't traditionally do, but it really, really excites me to see them doing it. Why? Because the more shots you take from up high, the more guys are going to come up on you to force you to make a move, which means you're going to have more space down low. They're also passing the puck really well. And what happens when you pass the puck? It means guys aren't going to sit back and give you that opportunity to try and deke in like they normally would do. It means they're going to press you because they're not sure if you're going to shoot or pass. So these are all really good things the Leafs are doing. Whatever happened since the last game, whatever conversations have happened, man, it's made a huge difference tonight. Morgan Riley is out. Lucas day-to-day. Riley and Edmondson both are out day-to-day with an undisclosed ailment. So it could just be a mental health day. They're taking a break and we'll be back Thursday. We really don't have much information on either of those two. Reeves is not Adrian. Reeves is officially listed as a healthy scratch. So Reeves has no ailment, just poor performance. Sorry, Ryan Reeves. No, he's actually been playing much better as of late, but he is a healthy scratch. Henry, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, we're back from commercial break. 2:50 to go. Let's see if the Leafs can put another one up on the board.
Rich environment for Toronto so far. Brott sends that rink wide. It goes off the stick of Meyer. Up and out of play.
Go out of play. We are one like away from 100. If you haven't hit that like yet, smash that thumbs up for us. We would appreciate it.
Back to local communities.
Yes, a lot of shots on goal. They are putting a ton of shots on net, which is great to see. My angel dear, welcome to the show.
You can see why they've been inconsistent this year. The defensive zone coverage has just been...
They got the memo to shoot.
Not nearly good
I think
enough.
Dallas has been faxing them all week, saying
you
shoot
can't give up 25 shots and volume with good chances they've had.
There we are. Thank you for hitting that. Likes over 100. Great job, everybody.
A lot on two 20-year-old defensemen.
That is a problem. Travis Green.
Here comes Liljegren going to bring this up. 2.5 minutes
they knew it was going
to go in the first period.
Losing Dougie Hamilton really hurt, stacking everyone up in this lineup as well. And Jonas Siegenthaler, who's a very good defender, not available
coming down.
Right now.
He's going to grab this one. Next stop for the Likes of
35 shot attempts here in the first period.
Jake Allen.
I've been sending visions.
Nylander plays it back around. Meyer
He was in the locker room yelling.
That's right. Hischier with him 2-on-1. In comes Brad.
Here they come 2-on-1. Devils score. Yikes.
Hischier on the odd man rush. And Jersey grabs the...
What on earth happened? Just a complete breakdown. The 8th shot on net, and it's Nico Hischier. My goodness. A long pass out of their own zone. All the Leafs snapping. McCabe gets burned. A nice pass across.
Liljegren not able to take the crafty Pratt's pass away. Good finish by...
And the captain, Nico Hischier, puts this one in.
Right upstairs. No chance
Again,
for Joseph
Joe Wall
Woll
did all he could do.
Just
coming across,
shots.
trying to take up as much net as possible.
That has been so lopsided in favor of the Leafs having them
Hopeton, what's going on? Welcome in. Monica,
24th
welcome
of the
in.
year. We had a career high 31
My goodness.
last year.
So I'm sure the scoreboard will take 8 years to update
season. Embarrassing.
The 2-1 Devils. James, how's it going?
Really had an erratic year. Trying to stay in the race here. Washington is playing tonight.
Oh yeah, we are a safe stream. Here's Matthews right in.
Makes another stop point play.
I think that surprised Austin Matthews. I don't know if he's ready to get that through. What a good pass on the back end from Max Domi.
We are a safe stream. The core 4, well, 3 of the 4 are playing tonight. Marner's still out. But you're welcome to hang out with us here. Welcome to the show. Theo's a happy guy.
Susie throws on ahead. Knocked down by Jack Hughes.
Setting it up
for ball.
It is 2-1 right now.
He wants to see is overtime between Detroit and Washington tonight. The center ice ball is tied up with Ben while they're jousting.
We got a collision. We got some jousting going on. Penalties coming up here. Both officials have an arm up.
And don't retaliate. Get your team a power play. Well done.
Final minute now of the period. The extra skater comes on for Toronto. Dropped back by Nyes for Matthews to Nylander. Nylander. That's on ahead to Tavares. In comes John Tavares, winding and shoots.
Rebound, they put it just over.
He throws it back towards the goal. Finally, Marino knocks it down. And Leafs come close again, and will now go on the power
picking up
play
his 48th
with 38.9 left in the first period.
Not a good decision by Ball. Good clean hit here.
Roughing penalty.
With this. He doesn't like
White
it.
trash guy, what's going on? Welcome in.
And that's where the penalty is drawn. You love this if you're a Toronto Maple Leafs. Good hit.
Yeah.
Draw the power play. Keep on playing. And John Tavares, crafty, did not jump off the bench initially.
So again, Toronto picks up a power play right at the
as
end
though he was lost
of the period.
to sneak in there on the rush.
By the way, I think 25 shots in this period, the most by the Leafs in any period this season.
Thank you to everybody who's hit that subscribe as well. We're on our way to 12,350, so if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do.
Jersey's penalty kill ranked 11th in the league. It's been perfect.
Devils going to win the draw, and they're going to clear it out and down the ice. 35 seconds to go. It is 2-1
The
Devils.
Islanders on Sunday, their first shutout of the season. They were the last team in the league supposed to shut out this year. Matthews back across to Nylander. Brendan Smith knocks that down. Across to Marino.
14 seconds to go, and again, it gets cleared out. Toronto's power play has been atrocious.
Liljegren's time winds down here in the first. And Tavares sends that rink wide to Nylander. His time winds down to the
quick
long
shot on net.
One more.
And that will be 26 shots as the horn goes. It is intermission. Yeah, Bobber, the scoreboard is broken. The widget is busted. JDA, what's going on? Welcome in.
Thank you, Gordon.
Any ice packs? No, I took some Advils before, so no ice packs today. All right, let's go to the intermission.
Cheryl Pounder, Jeff O'Neill, Darren Drager will try to figure it out next.
This one is broken too. Why don't they ever want to work? I tell you, whoever runs these things, whoever, just fix it. Just fix it. Oh, the pies are coming out already. All right, give me a minute while I do a little of this. We are at first intermission. We got lots to talk about, so let's go. Sean, what's going on? Scoreboard is as broken as the Leafs someday. Sean, you got that right. Spot on. But we got the Zambonis back, and that's all I really care about. I could watch the Zambonis for the full 16 minutes. All right, good period for the Maple Leafs. 26 shots to the Devils' 9. 14 hits to 13. Face-off, so Devils just have the edge there. Toronto right now, they're in the middle of a power play, so it's tough to call it 0 for 1, but chances are it'll end up being 0 for 1 on the power play. 6 giveaways, though. That is an atrocious number for a period. They might do a great job there. I can see they might have done a great job with shots, but 6 giveaways is not good for the Devils, and block shots 5-3. The Devils put up 2 goals. Luke Hughes, he gets one, his 9th from Bratt and Heischer, and then Heischer picks up his 24th from Bratt and Meyer, and it's Tyler Bertuzzi who opened the scoring just about a minute into this game. He picks up his 16th from Domi and Brody. Now, a couple of things going into this game. Timo Meyer, who has 12 goals, 5 assists, and 17 points in 13 games in March, can become the 6th player in franchise history with 13 plus goals in a single calendar month. He would join John McClain, Kirk Muller, Jack Hughes, and Stefan Richer as the other Devils that have done that. That's pretty cool. Austin Matthews needs 2 goals, just 2, to become the 9th player in NHL history with multiple 60-goal seasons. If Matthews hits that mark tonight, he would become the 11th different player in league history to record 60 goals in a season in 70 games or fewer. He would be the first to do it since Mario Lemieux did it 28 years ago with the Penguins. That is pretty impressive. Now, Max Domi assisted on Toronto's opening goal to get his team-leading 10th assist in March. 10 assists in 11 games. That is really cool. That is a great stat. And Luke Hughes, who scored New Jersey's first goal, became the 5th rookie defenseman in franchise history to record 40 or more points in a season, including Barry Beck, Will Butcher, Faceoff, and Scott Niedermayer. So some pretty sweet stats there. If we take a look around the league at the scoreboard, we have the Wings and Capitals. They are tied at 1. They are also in a monster battle for that last wild card spot. So it's going to be a big win for whoever comes out on top there. The Panthers, who are battling Bruins for supremacy in the Atlantic, Florida is ahead 2-1, almost halfway through that game. Flyers 1-0 over the Rangers, which is surprising because the Flyers have certainly struggled as of late. Pittsburgh Penguins 1-0 over the Hurricanes. That one is about halfway through. Jets and Oilers, that one end of the first period. And the Golden Knights 1-0 over the Predators. 16.5 to go in the first. The Predators, boy oh boy, they have to be the hottest team in the league over the last stretch. So that's the out of town scoreboard. We will monitor that throughout the game. You'll see the little ticker. It's at the top now. On the other screen, it's towards the bottom. That will have your updated stats as we go. Now, coming up, we know playoffs are around the corner. Michael scores just down below here. It's 2-1 New Jersey. New Jersey has the lead. There are a lot of potential matchups that we are looking forward to seeing, and it all depends on what happens over these next 2 weeks or so, or 2 to 3 weeks, about a month. A lot of teams playing each other multiple times. The Leafs playing the Devils 3 times here in this stretch, playing the Florida Panthers twice, the Lightning coming to town. We just played Boston twice. A lot of teams are in that same situation. Right now, Florida has the tiebreak over Boston. So if things stopped right now today, we would have, oh, and by the way, the wild card, Tampa Bay has the first wild card spot. Washington currently 1 point over the Red Wings, holding on to that second wild card spot. Detroit looking to leapfrog back over. But if things ended today in the East, we would see the Florida Panthers taking on the Washington Capitals in round 1. We'd see Boston and Toronto playing in the first round. We'd have the New York Rangers and the Tampa Bay Lightning playing, and then we would have the Carolina... Oh, wait, I think I have that backwards. Excuse me. The Florida Panthers would be playing Tampa Bay in the first round, and New York Rangers, because they have 1 more point, New York Rangers would be playing the Washington Capitals. Carolina and Philadelphia would be playing each other. I love all of those series. To see Florida Tampa Bay in the first round would be incredible. To see Rangers and Washington would be so much fun. Boston and Toronto would be great. The only series I really wouldn't care about, and no offense to their fans, is Carolina and Philadelphia. But I think all in all, that would be a great lineup. Look at the Pickle Man coming out, trying to dance over on the desk here. Pickle Man dancing on the desk. They'll move it over here. There we go. Get Triton with your shimmy. You're getting that little shimmy action going. Thank you, Triton. Everybody shimmy along at home and then hit that freeze. Thank you, Triton. In the West, it's a little bit of a different story, a bit of a different picture. Colorado, Dallas tied at 97 points. Colorado holding the tiebreak right now. Winnipeg sitting in third with 93. Vancouver leading it by 1 point with 98. They are in top spot of the Pacific and over the whole Western Conference. The Oilers with 88 points, the Kings with 87, Nashville with 88, and Vegas with 85. And it's the St. Louis Blues who are trying to bounce Vegas out of that last wildcard spot. They are at 80 points. So the series in the West would look like Colorado, they would be taking on the Nashville Predators. That would be a fun series. Dallas and Winnipeg would play each other. Vancouver would take on Vegas, and that is one heck of a first round matchup. Edmonton and LA would play each other, and I believe that would be a rematch of last year. I feel like the Oilers and the Kings played each other as well. So that's what these matchups would look like. I mean, it is going to be wild. I mean, it is absolutely going to be wild. I cannot wait for these playoffs to come through and be. All right, let's what do you guys think? What do you think of those matchups? Do you like them? You don't like them? Would you prefer the old school formation of 1 versus 8? If they were 1 versus 8, Fred, what's up? Toronto Boston series does not excite me at all. Go back to 1 versus 8. Yeah, so if it was 1 versus 8, what we'd be seeing is Florida Washington. That would be okay. Boston Tampa Bay. That would be good. Oh, actually, hang on. I gotta switch the format. I don't want division. I want conference. There we go. That's better. So you'd have Rangers Washington. That would be good. Rangers Washington would be good. Florida Philadelphia. Doesn't really excite me. Carolina Tampa. That doesn't really excite me. But you still end up with Toronto Boston. So they would be playing inevitably. I actually like the matchups in the East better with this current format. In the West, you'd have Vancouver Vegas, which could be the case regardless. Colorado LA. That would be a nice little rivalry game. You'd have Dallas Nashville. That would be okay. And Edmonton Winnipeg. So that would be okay too. So yeah, I don't mind either formats actually this year. I think it's kind of working out. Leafs play the Panthers on April 1st. I hope the Panthers go up 3-0. Then the Leafs say April Fool's Day and score 5 Onyx. That's hysterical. That is really funny. Nathan, what's going on? Colin, how's it going? Let's go Leafs. April Fools. Let's go Panthers. Ryan, that's so funny. So yeah, it'll be really interesting. I think I kind of like the matchups better the way they suit up today. If it was the 1 versus 8, I still like the 1 versus 8 format because you get the better games further down the funnel. But I kind of like the way things are suiting up right now. Why do we always play Boston? It's like it's meant to be. We're waiting to break that curse, right? You gonna do any Habs game? Leafs all the time is boring. Randy, I'll be honest. I am not really a Habs fan at all. So probably not. And they're not in a meaningful position right now. So probably not. Maybe next year. I just can't get my head around 25 shot on net, losing by 1 goal. I mean, the amount of shots on net was insane. I have not seen Toronto lay out so many shots in the first period in a very, very, very long time. Boston has the Leafs number. They certainly have this season. They certainly have in the regular season, that's for sure. It would be very interesting to see what happens come playoff time. Toronto showed in the last 2 meetings, even though they did lose, Toronto showed a real feistiness to them against Boston, which we haven't seen before. Brad Marchand was losing his mind. So it was nice to see him really kind of the Leafs getting to him finally. Hey, Krista, how's it going? What's with the score versus shots on goal? Listen, just some good shots, right? New Jersey's first goal, Luke Hughes, a nice little wrist shot, a little bit of a knuckle puck that Joseph Wall thought he had, and it kind of dipped down with that knuckle puck action, a la Mighty Ducks. Second goal was a 2-on-1, and it was just a really nice pass across. So I don't blame either of those on Wall. Just two nice plays by the Devils. Toronto's been getting lots of shots. They've been doing all the right things. Jake Allen has been playing well, and they just haven't been able to catch a bit of a break. Buffalo's better than the Habs. You know, Rick, it's funny. Buffalo was one of the teams I predicted this year that would have a much improved season. And boy, oh boy, they have been such a hot and cold team. If you watch Buffalo regularly, sometimes they look like a team that's worth $1 million. They are just incredible. Tage Thompson, a lot of the talent, a young decor. And we saw in Toronto, like, they can really play some good hockey, but then other times, they frustrate the heck out of you. Kind of like these Leafs. But I think Boston in another year or two, as that young defensive core starts to grow and develop, they're going to be nasty. It's going to be real, real good. Let's see. Oh boy. All right, let's see. I'm watching Tampa this playoffs. Tampa's going to be interesting. Got another text from TD Bank. Should I click? Do not click the link. Oh my God. Jordan, once upon a time, I would say yes. I did get to play a shinny game at the MasterCard Center at the Leafs practice facility, wearing the Leaf practice jerseys and everything. Was invited out for a game to play there. It was a tremendous amount of fun, but I learned a very important lesson on that day. When I got invited to play, I asked a question. I asked the organizers, the other players that are playing, like, how competitive is this game? And B, are these people who have all played some form of minor hockey? Because I did not want to put myself in a situation where I was going to get destroyed. Because at this point, I had not played organized hockey outside of, a pickup game in a very, very long time. And they assured me, nope, it's a mix of skill from all across the spectrum. It's not overly competitive, just a bunch of people wanting to have fun. So I said, sure, I'll come out, I'll play. And so I show up at the Maple Leaf practice facility. I go into the locker room and they hand me my Maple Leaf practice jersey. I was in the gray practice jersey, and we put it on. We get out on the ice, and right away, like I'm doing my stretching and whatnot, and everyone, they start going into these warm-up drills, and I'm like, I felt so lost. I'm like, this is already the things these guys were just doing. I was like, my goodness. So first period took a little while to get the legs going and get into it. But boy, oh boy, the intensity of that game picked up so fast. And I realized right then and there, nope, I'm not cut out for this. It was a lot of fun, but I've never been so exhausted and so sore after a game in my life. It was a blast. Playing at any type of higher level hockey is so much fun. But oh my God, did it take a lot out of me. Marchand got destroyed in I will have to go and check that out. I will have to go and see that. By the way, if talking about fights, the Leafs have had a few ditties back over the last couple of weeks. I think we have most of them all posted up as shorts. So if you haven't had a chance to see them, you can always go check them out on our shorts channel. By the way, Sam, did you feel guilty to give back the Jagr bobblehead? Lee, I saw that story the other night. The Jagr bobbleheads have been found. They have been returned. Urban Family Adventures, Sean Urban in the house. What's up, buddy? Hope you are doing well. Hope the fam is well. Good to see you. But yeah, I saw that story. I was actually going to make a video on it the other night and post it out. Breaking news, the Jagr bobbleheads have been returned. But I was just too tired and I couldn't pull it together. But yeah, great news. The Jagr bobbleheads have been returned. When I read the story, there's actually a line that says the shipping company negotiated for the return of the bobbleheads. I'm like, really? You actually found who stole them and had to negotiate the return of the bobbleheads? Hysterical. What an amazing story. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, good, Shauna. Happy to hear. All right, they're getting ready for period number 2. I'm ready for period number 2. I hope you are as well. Maybe the scoreboard will cooperate. Let's go back over and find out. All right, so we will keep kind of bumping our scoreboard here to see if we can get it to reset. We will continue to call out the time and update the scores as it comes. Was I guilty for stealing them? No, I want more. I need to feed my bobblehead addiction. Gretzky or Onyx for me. Gretzky, hands down, no questions asked. Gretzky all day long. And in 20 years, when somebody says to me, Sam, Gretzky or Ovechkin, it's still going to be Gretzky. So Gretzky all the way. He is my dude. I've told the story before of when I got to meet the great one and had a few minutes to talk with him. And it was by far one of the greatest athlete encounters I've ever had. And nobody will replace Gretzky in my books. All right, it's time to get this period going.
I recognize those minor hockey uniforms. I once played for the Toronto Marlies many, many years ago.
That's funny.
Going across the line as the Leafs begin this second
Ryan,
period on the power
absolutely
play.
go for it.
Nylander spins back with it.
I should, you know, when I was in Florida, I should have bought one of those plastic.
Do it again and you'll win the game.
So
Matthews drops it back to Tavares. Jake Allen, terrific in the
Alex,
opening
right? Welcome in, by the way.
Center ice chipped away by Holla.
Jonesy, you take Orr over Gretzky. Interesting. How about everyone else? Put it in the chat. Orr or Gretzky? I'm curious who everybody picks.
Rink wide to Matthews. Up ahead to Liljegren. Liljegren holds and pivots back. Try to feed that back for Bertuzzi. It missed, and Jesper Bratt's got a chance shorthanded.
Here we go. Bratt's going to get down here first.
On the fresh ice, the puck slid away from him. Bratt pivots back behind the goal. Played back across to Nylander. And picked up by Tavares. Drops it back to Liljegren. Back down to the Devil's zone. Here's Luke Hughes on it. Can't get it by Bertuzzi. Final second down this Toronto power play.
Some Gretzky votes coming in.
Bertuzzi centers it, but it's picked off by Nemitz and played ahead.
Gretzky all the way.
No shots for Toronto on that power play. Long shooter by Heischer is knocked down.
I gotta tell you, I'm a stranger here.
Connor Timmins.
I'm an anti-Mario Lemieux guy.
Rink wide to McCabe. Up the center ice. Camp back with it.
Gretzky over all others. Or
bouncing puck goes right to Connor Dewar. He's stripped out by Meyer. Meyer throws it Rink wide, picked up by Timmins.
I've told it before. I will tell you my Lemieux story again at the first commercial break.
Shot clock's
as to why
tonight. It was up to 27 for Toronto. Settled down to 25 after the opening period.
Back into the Toronto zone. Toronto a little slow off the hop coming into this period.
And after the first period for the Toronto Maple Leafs, the conversation would be, we did it so many things.
Jordan's trying to get bonus points.
Jordan,
good news.
That kind of period
I finally nailed your stuff out. So your prize winnings are on its way, sir.
On the second goal. Tight margins.
Now Nemitz a long shot that goes wide. I mentioned Simon Nemitz, just 20 years of age. He's played 2 World Juniors, 3 World Championships, and the Olympics for Slovakia already.
Look at his age. How many Olympics and Worlds he's going to play in over the years?
Ball has that knocked away, but it's picked up by Nemitz. Right shot defenseman has spent most of last year in the American League.
And then Curtis, would you add Yzerman and Hull to that list?
Hamilton and others went down. He's been pressed into service. And he's averaging about 20 minutes a night. And Nemitz goes back to pick it up. Craig Ramsey, the Slovak national team head coach, was singing his praises to us as a draft eligible player at the World Championship.
Matty Nye is going to come back and gobble the puck.
Labushkin. Out to center ice for Robertson. Nick Robertson lifts it back down to New Jersey's own. Nemitz goes back against Nyes. Nyes trying to pull that free. Does. Banks it back around to Timmins. Connor Timmins tees it up. Took the bleed right off Bratt's stick.
Can't hold it in. This is going to come out. They're going to regroup.
Drops it off to Nylander. Nylander in.
Scores! William Nylander. All I wanted to do is take a drink of water, but he scores. Big Willie Styles.
Almost only feels just after that first period. They get one that you think Allen just saw. Really jiggy with it. And then put it right where Nylander can wheel into it. And
William Nylander, holy moly, just coming in off balance shot. I think that's squeaked under the pad. Water bottle, the new helmet. I just wanted a drink.
Everyone's thinking he's going top glove. And he goes on the ice, almost 90 miles an hour wrister. for another milestone goal for Willie Nylander.
6 goals the last 7.
40 goals, William Nylander.
Goals he set last year. Narrates a career high in points this season. Pratt works back and plays that across. DeSimone with it. Puts that high. Luke Hughes almost had that poke away by Tavares. Man has it for Nylander. Bounced off his skate. Puck ping-pongs around at center ice. Picked up by Luke Hughes, and across he goes for DeSimone. Timmins and Nyes draw the assist. With Nyes on the forecheck on Nemitz to force that free. Now Tavares back with it. Matthews winds in. Matthews shoots, and Allen makes a stop on that.
That's going to give them a little boost. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you for hitting those likes. Here comes Hughes with a shot down his wall, and he's going to scramble and cover that one up.
Quickly pounces on that. He lost his stick on the play.
So we're 10 likes away from 150. If you haven't hit it yet, hit those likes for us. 4 goals for William Nylander, his second 40-goal season, ties him with Matt Sundin.
6, of course, Austin's done it 6 times, so it makes everyone else pale by comparison, but re-racking with speed off the bench and taking it and knowing.
There's a nice little flip pass from Timmins, and Nylander. Wow, that was absolutely spectacular.
And another 40-goal season for Nylander.
Brody up ahead for Domi. That pass missed. Icing waved off.
So that's going to be Nylander's 94th point. So he's at 94. 6 points away from 100. He could do it. This is the second period. Yeah, so I got to...
Smith. Back across for Jack Hughes. Threads it in and picked up by TJ Brody. For Labushkin. Lead pass finds Matthews. Matthews in a number shoots.
Scores! Matthews! AM 34. Put the stank on that.
Stretch pass and finish for Austin Matthews from Ilya Labushkin. Finds the right guy now. Let's watch his skates on the pivot guard, because at real time, it'd be one you want to pay attention to. What a nice look here by
Matthews.
Austin Matthews wants it. Oh, where was that right foot guard? He's got the long reach.
What a goal. 59, Austin Matthews.
Travis Green taking all the time he can.
There it is, the channel members dropping that jersey in there.
Still waiting.
Is New Jersey going to attempt to challenge this? It was pretty close.
The puck was across before he handled it. Where's the right foot?
Oh
my God, it's close. Oh my word, that's close.
They're not challenging it. That was very close.
Leafs will take it.
Goals a minute, 37 seconds apart. Nylander is forward.
That's a fact, Jack. That's going to count.
One away from another 60-goal year. And TJ Brody's got his second assist of the game. Well, you said it was a matter of time, but the volume of shots they were getting. Now a 3-2 lead. He's here. Drops it back to Ball. In comes Ball. He's here.
Brody's second assist of the game.
Works it back in front. Meyer scores.
Oh no! Timo Meier puts it in for the Devils. Timo Meier.
Take the lead. New Jersey ties it up.
Just like that. Wow, my goodness.
Fourth line out here to check. And Meier attacks from up high. So Liljegren is trapped down low. Camp is down low. And Dewar doesn't support.
Timo Meier finds himself with a glorious opportunity. And by the way,
oh my, it's hard to even know.
they're reviewing this we were reviewing this Austin Matthews replay, and that looked like it was indeed offside. So Leafs Matthews gets away with one there.
So 3-3 the score.
3-3, and Sheldon Keefe is losing his mind right now.
Got to be better on defense. Got to be harder in front of our net.
Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Timo Meyer, after Leafs just put in 2, the Devils tie this one right back up.
First and 4 players to get him.
They wanted not only the skill, but his blend of size and, you know, new age physicality.
Well, and it was a gamble, Mike, because he wasn't signed, right? They signed the extension quite some time after the deal was made.
And they know that, you know, Hughes, Pratt, Heischer are all not big guys. They wanted somebody who could play with those guys and had a little heft to them.
Nick Robertson lost the handle for a moment, picked up by Timmons. News without Edmondson and Ronnie tonight on their back end.
Heischer and Pratt picking up a couple more points here tonight.
So dominant, yet they've given up 3.
Pratt and Heischer each have 3 points.
If there is a goal and an offside at the same time, does it still count? This is a great question, Alex. If it is offside and it's blown down as offside, it will not count. If they go offside, here's a break, stolen. Robertson turning it over, breakaway. Devils coming in, backhand, trying to go around. Wall making a nice save. Robertson was in the middle of shooting, and Hughes came up and stole the puck right from him. But if the Leafs score, or somebody scores, they don't call the offside, and then the play is challenged, they'll go to the video replay, and if they deem it was offside, they'll call the goal back. So that's how those situations work. Digging around in the corner here. Labushkin's going to go to the box for the trip.
In the second period.
So they're going to go to a commercial break. Nylander, Matthews, Meyer, all scoring within a couple minutes of each other, and the Devils going to go to the penalty or the power play as the Leafs, Labushkin, going to take the penalty. Oh, you're very welcome, Alex. You are very, very welcome. It's kind of weird, so they're looking to introduce some other challengeable plays for next season, but we'll have to see. The Oreo Show, what's going on? Welcome in. No, never have to apologize about being late. Ooh, there's our partner channel, the Bear Shark. Look, he's making faces at us. The Bear Shark from the Florida Park Explorers, our partner channel, bringing you the theme park magic all the time. They are in the parks, they're out of the parks, they're bringing you live shopping, concierge pickup service, theme park treats, whatever you need, they are happy to serve. Check them out, our good friends, Dave, Jen, and Bella, the Florida Park Explorers. Thank you, the Oreo Show. Appreciate it. One thing I don't understand is why the coach's challenge fails. It's a penalty. So, Alex, really what they do is they intend to make it so you're not challenging every single play. So they say if you challenge it and you lose your challenge, you get a penalty. It's to discourage when they can see that it's not an offside or it's not a high stick, whatever it is they're challenging, that they don't make the call just for a stoppage in play to give their guys a rest. So you have to take the risk. Big risk, big reward. Right now, Labushkin is taking that risk. He's in the penalty box. The Leafs going to be shorthanded here. Let's see if they can hang on the penalty kill. In the first period, we were looking at all the stats and it looked pretty good. Things starting to sway here in the second. Nice passing by the Devils. Very close.
Jack Hughes leads the way for New Jersey with 9 power play goals. Allowed 10 power play goals on 28 upping attempts. With a quick shot by Pratt, picked out by Wool.
Jesper Bratt seems to be everywhere. Leafs cannot stop him.
10 for 28. And Brody slaps it back down the ice.
Right, Mark, and that would solve so many
One of the
issues.
issues, what you just saw there,
Just make them accountable. Have some kind of a system where the officials have to be accountable. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe, putting us 5 subs away from 350. Nice stolen here. Flip out, could be a race. Toronto, can they get there first? No. Holmberg fell down. Wow, Holmberg pulling down 2 Devils. Got away with 2 of them there.
Where's Quinn?
This is going to be called on the offside.
So the first one
James, like that's not something you see every day.
And Hughes, like, I don't want a penalty here.
Yeah, that was a big dive. I'm just seeing the replay now, Rick. Luke Hughes was a big dive.
I'm sorry, that is a penalty 100 times out of 100.
Jack Hughes was definitely an embellishment, but he did grab the sweater. So he definitely got away with one there. I would have sent them both. One for holding, one for embellishment. One more for Matthews to equal the season. It would be great to see Matthews get that one more. It really, really would.
If you want to nail it down to one thing from New Jersey this year, it's been inconsistency in goal. Third in the league in team save percentage.
And Jasper Bratt now reached the 70-point plateau for the 3rd straight season. Good for him.
Jack Hughes back for Nemitz. The 20-year-old of the Jersey power play drops it
Luke
back
Hughes
to
has suppressed Jack Hughes' single-season rookie total. But Jack Hughes did not have a very exciting rookie campaign. Nemitz back with it. David Kemp all over him. Kemp is going to steal it away. Nice job, Kemp. Eating up a couple of seconds.
15 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Palat. Drops it back to Jack Hughes. In for Holla. Holla rings that around. Final seconds now. The power play. Jack Hughes.
That's funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me take a screenshot.
3 shots for the Devils in that power play. Remains a 3-3 tie. Holla plays it back in, and Willigan steamrolls Dawson Mercer. There's Nemitz back on.
This one coming around. Devils hanging it in. Power play is over. It has expired. We're at even strength now. Devils still with possession in the lead zone.
Benoit lifts it back to center ice. There's Baldwin. Ball is 6'6", 230.
Nice Oreo show. Well, Edmondson isn't playing tonight, but at least you got a goal from her too. I hate how Tim Hortons does that when a player is out. They still make them eligible to select. Camp's with it. Gonna play this one around. Look out, big turnover. Here comes the Devils again, cross ice. And a nice comeback there. Was that, who was that? Dewar with a little stick lift. My goodness, the Devils starting to put some pressure on now. They're going to go to commercial break. We are 3-3 with 9:52 left to go in period number 2. Shots for this period alone, 6 for the Devils, only 4 for Toronto. So they went from 25 shots in the first period. I believe, what were they, about 16 or 17, 18 around the halfway mark? No, they weren't that high. Were they about 12 at the halfway mark? But only 4 shots here in the second period is not good. Devils have taken over and continue to build upon their face-off percentage lead. Toronto is still hitting, though, which is good to see. They're playing more and more physical. Now, welcome in, everybody. If this is your first time joining us, thanks for being here. We're at commercial break. My name is Sam. This is a Samwelb 12 experience. We love our hockey. We're going to be here down the stretch waiting to get into the playoffs for my baby. And then we'll be here almost every night, sometimes twice a night, calling hockey games, seeing the way until the Stanley Cup is handed out. We're going to have a whole lot of fun doing it. So we'd love for you to join us down the stretch and in the playoff hunt for all your game coverage. So make sure you hit that subscribe today. Now, I've been being notified from viewers from other channels to give everyone a warning and let you know YouTube has just rolled out some new functionality. The functionality isn't open yet, but every time they do these updates, funny things happen. Make sure you check your subscribe and make sure you're still subscribed. we've seen a lot of people automatically become unsubscribed. So if you notice that, please do hit that subscribe again. Also, check your notifications. The same thing has happened where notifications are becoming unset. So when you hit your little bell, you can set it for all notifications or whatnot. Make sure your notifications are still set, and if they've been cleared, reset them and click it again. It happens every time YouTube pushes out a major update, and a lot of people have kind of missed out on being notified. So just wanted to throw that out there. Double check all your stuff. All right, coming back from commercial break. Let's go. Puck in play, down in the corner in the Leafs zone.
Lost in Carolina on Sunday night. They have not lost back-to-back games in regulation in more than 2 months, not since mid-January. Lead pass for Tavares. In comes Tavares, a shot.
Wait, Marchand actually won his fight? Wow.
In Toronto, you just get back to work. You know that there is lots of space and plays to be made. You can have the puck a whole bunch. You don't have to cheat for anything. If they just focus on defensive plays, the offense will come no problem tonight against New Jersey.
Hayden's trying to be funny.
John Tavares.
Perfect.
Thank you, Ian. Against
yeah, I just hate for someone to miss a stream because they didn't get a notification or something. So it's always good to check your settings as things go along.
Face off, won by Heischer. Ball to the line. Brott has it knocked down and played back in by McMahon. Ball.
I'm actually watching on TSN. TSN 4, I think the game is on, if I'm not mistaken. Here in Toronto, Ontario. And here comes Tavares. Tavares on the move. And he turns it over. Has it roll off his stick. Hey, hockey from home. What's up, Victoria?
Benoit back around to McMahon. McMahon off for Timmins. New Jersey changing as Timmins brings it out. Knocked down by Smith.
Pair of Life, how's it going? Go Leafs. Welcome in.
Mercer for Palat. His centering pass knocked down by Matthews.
Here they come right in front and it's tipped. Just wide. Devils continuing to put pressure on.
That towards the goal. It bounced away from Palat. Holmberg banks it back to center ice. Lead pass for Mercer.
Bobbert, all the critical numbers.
Now Lebushkin back with it.
Nico, how's it going? Welcome in. Toronto Matthews with it, driving in, gave it to Bertuzzi, and he got it back. Bushkin fans on it. Here comes Jack Hughes, bringing this one up. Nice stick there, and Domi lost the stick, had to kick it over to Brody. Brody cycling around with it. Here's Brody going to play this one up. Domi stepping in, he can't get around his man. Devil's going to bring this one out. This is a completely different Maple Leaf team than we saw in the first period. I'm absolutely shocked right now.
60 goals and 70 or fewer. 92-93. 2 players did it.
Toronto with this. Lebushkin going to play this one in. It kind of hits the linesman sitting there on the line. Devil's going to play this one up.
Here's Luke Hughes with it. Hughes sends it back in front. Great chance for Holt. That's skipped wide. Another chance on the side of the goal. Jack Hughes.
Devil's starting to get those shot opportunities coming like crazy. Brian, what's going on?
Picked off by Bertuzzi. And Bertuzzi made a long shift, goes ahead to Domi. Domi for Bertuzzi, drops it back. Holmberg with a chance, and Jake Allen makes a great glove save.
My gosh, Allen is just on fire.
The NHL on TSN.
This has been absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm absolutely mind blown with how well he's playing.
Wow, Holmberg, Rob going short side upstairs. Beautiful little pass for Bertuzzi to slide it through. He gets it up the way he wants, and wow, Allen just takes it away.
31 shots for the Leafs so far in the game. There's 7:14 to go in the second period.
They've given up a whole bunch of this period as well. Sheldon Keefe is not pleased on the bench.
Mark, that's so strange.
Tierney, rink wide for Marino jumping in. Don Marino around Timmins. Throws it back in front, got by everyone, back to Tierney. Tierney, a wrist shot.
It's there, Devils score.
Max Willman on the rebound. And New Jersey.
What a goal.
of the year.
What a
His
goal
first
for
since
the
early
Devils.
November.
My goodness. Toronto just falling apart in their own end.
It is a night
Boys,
for the
Joseph
offensive players,
Wall
Gord.
needs help.
Let's see. Marino jumping up.
Timmins going in the corner.
Going
Nyes
back
is
to
in front of the net.
Leafs at the lip of the crease, which leaves
1, 2, 3 Leafs in front of the net. Willman all alone at the side of the net. Lazar was in there kind of setting a pick on Matthew Nyes. And the puck comes right to Willman and he puts it in. Nobody covering him.
The puck drops to Willman.
Leafs covering those phantom players again.
In luck,
My
and his
gosh.
stats are not kind. 4 on 19.
Now knocked down by Palat. So the lead swings back and forth. And
Yeah, I don't know which
chances
one
keep
is
piling
for.
up. Last shot wins. Now Nosek on it. In behind Gregor. In comes Nosek. He shoots. That was blocked by Brody. It's picked up by Labushkin. Up ahead to Noah Gregor. That missed. And Nimitz banks out ahead. Picked up at center ice by Labushkin. Crossing goes to Dewar. Dewar drops it back. Camp with a shot. Hell of a save on that. Dewar bangs it back, and McCabe's guys knock that down.
All right, sick ups. Who knew?
Now back at center ice. Here's Liljegren with it. Up ahead to Camp. Goes back to play. There's Mercer on it. Dawson Mercer. For Nimitz. Slides that back to Smith. Up to center ice to Palat. Nylander looks at Tavares just onside. Tavares winds in. Poke kick there by Nimitz.
Tavares cannot get a break driving to the net. He gets stopped
Down
each
Tavares.
time right.
Sends it back down to McMahon. Smith stepped in. Tavares with a chance. Short side. Allen save. And Nimitz picks out the rebound. Gives the puck away to Liljegren. His pass draws McCabe out and back to center ice. Tavares up for McMahon. Shoots from a sharp angle. Allen gets an arm on that. And Heischer spins back.
I think really
Leafs
Nylander wanted a
passing. Their
backdoor
good
pass
crisp
there when
passing
McMahon
is
shot
pretty
from a
much
tight
all
angle.
dried up.
Thought he had a lane.
Brendan Smith almost turned it over to Matthews. Now Smith brings wide to Bratt. Back goes Brody for it.
5 minutes. 5 minutes
Around
left to go
Labushkin.
here in the second period.
Labushkin up to Bertuzzi.
I still haven't posted
Hughes
Willman's
across the
goal up
zone.
on the official
And Timo
scoring yet.
Myers
As soon
puts
as
it
they
back
do, I'll
down to
add
the
it to
zone
our
as Wool
ticker.
is up to play it. Have Washington here on Thursday. The Red Hot Alexander Ovechkin coming to town.
They got a big night game tonight with Detroit. Wild card implications.
Yeah, New Jersey does not want to see overtime in that one. Now Matthews on it. Drops it back to Labushkin. The Devils don't have to quite roll the table, but run the table rather, but pretty close to it. Jack Hughes. Tied up by Brody. Got Hughes sent flying. He's barking at the officials. Now
Here
Matthews
comes
brings it out.
Matthews. Hits the
Austin
red line.
Matthews lifts that
Try
ahead.
to flip it in for
Stolen by
Bertuzzi.
Heischer.
Can't, and then
Matthews
Matthews trips over the blue
Heischer
line.
busts in across the line.
Devils coming right back.
Heischer spins back, looks for Bratt, walking in. Jesper Bratt sends it back.
Cross ice,
Kicked
great
out
job.
by
It was
Meyer.
off a skate.
That was not
Wall
counted.
tracking that really
As
well.
Wool kicked it out. And Marino back with it. Pass ahead to Heischer. Goes that towards the goal, knocked down by Labushkin. And picked up by
Brody
Brody.
with it now. He's going to pass this one up.
Nyes back with it. Away comes Nyes around
Nice.
Meyer, but
He
Meyer
can't
has a
handle
stick
the
on
puck.
it.
Devils going to pick this one up. Here they go.
Meyer. It's a 2-minute shift now for Labushkin. Nyes.
Brody's been on 2 minutes.
A long way
Labushkin
from the lead
2:10. They can't get off
Kept
the
alive
ice.
by Marino,
The
bouncing
Devils
puck,
keeping them
picked up
trapped
by
in. Nice. Finally going to
Nyes.
bring it to center, but he can't dump it. This long change is
still is
causing
along
an
the
issue
board.
for these Leaf
Now
defense
Brody
right
over
now.
2 minutes as well.
Recognize that if you're a Leaf and get this puck in deep.
Brody across to Labushkin.
It's like a
can barely
completely
get there.
different team.
Deep center ice.
Finally,
shot.
Labush dumps it in.
And the play was called offside.
It's going to be an offside.
At the
They're going to
Devils'
change it up.
line.
They are going
2:53 to go and a
to commercial break with about 3 minutes left to go in this period. 35-20 are the shots. But overall in this period, it is 10-10. So they are even in this period of play. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the show. As you are coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe as well. We are 4 subscribers away from 3. Well, make that 3 subscribers away from 350. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It is absolutely crazy. I do not understand why this Leaf team is struggling the way they are right now. It just doesn't make sense. The first period, they were unreal. The Devils aren't playing really good hockey right now. Toronto's making them look like superstars. Coming up at the second intermission, we'll go again around the horn and look at all the games that are currently in place, see where things are. B-Man, what's going on? Welcome in. Coach Keefe, I think, lost his touch, even his attitude, speaking negatively. You know what? I don't know what it's like to be a coach with a high-performing team with all these high-performing athletes. But I gotta believe you're right. The way he talks to some of these players at times, or the way it comes across, I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe these guys are just motivated differently. I know for me, you know, when my parents would talk to me and I didn't listen, their voice would get louder and louder. Their tone would get louder and louder. But I just, something with Keefe's style, just, it puts me off. It really does. Curly one here for you. If Ovi is 1 goal away from passing Gretzky, would you give Ovi an easy one? No, I'd make him earn it. I'd make him earn it. Absolutely make him earn it. All right, they're just coming back from commercial break. Scott, how's it going? Forwards are too soft. They're playing soft in this period. Paulette, how's it going? You don't care for him. Yeah, it's, he just puts me off lately.
Meanwhile,
2 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in period number 2.
Here comes Palat, shoots at the glove, save.
The Devils with the advantage right now, 4-3, but Toronto crushing it in shots.
He's not going to breathe.
Jonathan, how's it going?
He's had his head on the boards. He's had his helmet propped up. He has been struggling to regain his breath, and lactic acid was percolating.
Brody wasn't far behind.
Alvino, what's going on? Welcome in.
LaBouche is a guy who skates heavy in the ice, right? He plays a hard game. He doesn't glide around out there.
Glad to hear Paulette.
McCabe tries to flip that past Jack Hughes. And Lilligren has it back.
McCabe almost ran over the goalpost. Coming around the side of the net as Toronto ices the puck.
Icing call against Toronto. 2:27 to go here.
Talking about Jake McCabe, he's a player who I actually like a lot. I really like McCabe. Brings physicality, brings good play, but something over the last few games, he is, maybe he's suffering from the TJ Brody syndrome, but he's just made some bad decisions at times. So I think McCabe has to get his game back on track. B-Man coming in with the $5 half 5 super sticker. Thank you, B-Man. Appreciate that. Brian, what's going on? Welcome in. Here comes Toronto dancing in. Tavares has it taken away again. Tavares cannot catch a break. Stick taps coming in for B-Man.
Glove down by Nylander. Throws out ahead for Tavares.
They really were, Hayden.
Picked up by Eric Haula.
Leo, that's exactly what we kind of talked about at the beginning of this game. Can they play a complete 60 minutes? And they're showing us here today, no, they cannot.
2021. Chipped in by Haula. Back goes Benoit for it.
Marios, welcome in. Yeah, the Leafs have fallen asleep here in the second period. Timmins going to backhand this one in.
Lines that back down the Devil zone.
That's true, Lee. It certainly does.
Up for Brock.
Not at home. Okay, will do.
Banks that back down the Leaf zone as Benoit goes back.
Zachary, how's it going? Is Samsonov all right? He's listed as day-to-day. They said he's going to be fine. Bertuzzi tripped up as he's breaking through. This should be a penalty. Are they going to give him a penalty shot? I don't think so.
Said nothing. And Brendan Schrader from the backside.
Brian, you're very welcome.
Made the call.
New Jersey number 6, 2 to minor, tripping.
So the Leafs go to their power play, but hey, guess what? Their power play has been atrocious. So hopefully Tonight's the night they turn their power play around. Bertuzzi had it, it just bobbled over a stick. He did go down a little light, but John Marino, he's going to pick it up. He's going to go to that box. That's right, Edward. Here we go again. Yeah, I hear you, Brian. I wish I could. Here we go, power play for the Leafs. Again, a power play. They're not going to get the full power play time here in this period. Here's Bertuzzi coming over, feeding this over. Quick shot by Tavares. Deflected high and wide. A minute away. We are 3 subscribers away from 350. If you haven't hit that subscribe, that'll be a good time. Thank you. Here's Nylander coming in. Going to feed this around. 40 seconds to go in the period. Tavares digging it in the corner.
That's a pretty high stick for him.
And again, the Devils going to clear. Liljegren holds it in. Liljegren had a man in front. He's going to carry it right up. Shoots. Should have shot earlier. Matthews, he's going to dig it in the corner. This one's picked up by Smith. He's going to get it down the ice. 20 seconds to go now.
Leaves it there for Matthews.
Here comes Matthews. Behind the back pass to Domi. Domi coming in. 10 seconds to go. Over to Matthews. Far side. Willie Matthews shoots. Just misses. Domi kicking this over. Coming in front. Everyone was pinching in. Nobody was there to pick up the puck. And the horn is going to go. This period is going to come to an end. 4-3 is the score. All right, let's go break it all down.
Watching the Samwelb B12 experience.
Thank you, Panther ladies. All right. Now we're going to have to adjust. Let's see. There we go. Oh, it's actually correct. All right. 34. Oh, I got to put the spectacles on. 35 shots for Toronto, 20 for the Devils, but in this period it was pretty even. Hey, you Triton, you're throwing pies. 31 hits for Toronto, 21 hits for the Devils. Devils with a slight lead now in faceoff, 17-15. We haven't seen a power play goal as of yet to this point. 12 giveaways Toronto, 10 giveaways for the Devils. Don't like to see such a large giveaway number. 9 block shots for Toronto, 8 block shots. Even the block shots are a little lower than we have seen in the past. That's right, it's Zamboni time. Best time of the night. Jonathan, shut your pie hole. Oh, I was going to tell my Mario Lemieux story. Okay, I will tell the Mario Lemieux story in just a minute. Let's go around and get updates. I know the scores are ticking away just up here, but we'll go through them quick. Capitals and Red Wings tied at 2s, 16 minutes in the third. Oh no, the Bruins have tied it up. It's 2-2 in the third period of that game. Rangers have tied it up in their game, 2-2 as well. Wow, we got 3 games all tied at 2s. Hurricanes, they are down 2-1 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Jets and Oilers, they are tied at 0s. Knights are up 3-0 over Nashville. 2-0 Blackhawks over the Flames. Do we get a Bedard goal? No, we don't. Dickinson and Jones. 1-0 Colorado over Montreal. Those are the updated scores for now. Your goal scorers here in Toronto in the second period. William Nylander picks up the big 4-0. Timmins and Nyes assisting. Austin Matthews picking up number 59. Labushkin and Brody picking up those assists. Then it was Timo Meier from Braden Heeshire and Willman from Tierney. And that's going to be your scorers for period number 2. All right, I said I'd tell you my Mario Lemieux story, why I'm not a Mario Lemieux fan, and this is why. So years ago, when I was a wee little lad, when I was a little kid, I was lucky enough to get the opportunity when the NHL awards were done in Toronto, downtown Toronto at the Convention Center. They have a little theater there. And I was lucky enough to be able to go. And what they did back then is they did the awards show in the theater. And then you'd leave the theater and you'd walk over to one of the big banquet halls and they'd have a big fancy dinner. And so when we were there, after the show, you would walk, like I said, from the theater to the banquet hall. And as everybody, you know, everyone kind of funnels together walking through, I was just happened to be walking right next to Mario Lemieux. And so I took that opportunity to say, you know, Mr. Lemieux, can I have an autograph? Now I get it, right? He was probably in a little bit of a bad mood. I think he was a favorite to win the Hart or whatever that particular year, but he lost out to Gretzky. So Mario said, sure. I handed him my piece of paper. Now don't forget, I'm like, what was I, 4'0" and you know, no, I was probably close to 5 feet, maybe a little less, and he's what, like 6'5", you know, he was a beast. And so he takes my, doesn't even bend down, you know, I had to like jump up to give him my paper. He signs the paper and just kind of drops it down for me. And I get it, he was in a bad mood, everybody's walking, but when a kid asks you for an autograph, and yes, I hold a grudge, when somebody asks you for an autograph and it's a kid, you know, and you're 8 times the size of them, stop, bend down, have a, you know, take the paper, sign it, hand it back, say, you know, see you later, walk away. If you're not in the mood to sign an autograph, don't. He very easily could have said to me, come find me once we sit down in the banquet hall. And that would be fine. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it bothered me so much. That same night, we were sitting at the back of the theater, right? And if you've ever been to the theater in the convention center, it's got doors, like doors for each couple of rows all the way down. So we're all in the theater and we hear commotion in the hallway. It wasn't really commotion, but Gretzky and his wife Janet, they were late coming to the show. And so we're like, hey, everybody's in the theater. Let's go out right now while Gretzky's there alone and get an autograph. So we ran out in the hallway and, you know, whatever we said, we asked for an autograph. And Wayne said something to the effect of, hey, we're really late to go to our seats, but find me during dinner and we'll be happy to sign an autograph for you, right? Absolutely, that's what Lemieux should have said. But Gretzky said, come find us and we'll sign for you. So they go sit down, we do the whole thing, we go to the banquet hall. You know, we're in heaven because all these hockey players are there, you know, Patrick Waugh, Pavel Bure, Felix Potvin, Doug Gilmour, you know, the great of the greats. And so I went to the facilities, or was going to the facilities, and in the hallway, walking, I don't remember if it was to or from, whatever it was, there's Gretzky. And Gretzky said to me, hey, do you have your pen and paper? I'd be happy to sign an autograph for you now. What? Gretzky remembered me and said, okay, I'll sign for you. And we talked for a few minutes, talked for, you know, for me, you know, felt like it was an hour. It was probably like 2 minutes. And then his wife and some others came, oh, Wayne, there you are. We've been looking for you. And he had to go about his way. But what a character, right? Tells me to come find him. And he actually finds me, remembers me enough to sign. As opposed to Mario Lemieux, who's didn't care. You know, that's the difference. And that's why I'm not a fan of Mario Lemieux. What he did on the ice was amazing. Can't take that away. But was not a fan of that one moment. And what happens when, you know, you're a young kid and you meet these superstar hockey players? The one moment to them that means nothing can mean everything to somebody else. And that's why it's important, not just to hockey players, but whoever you are. Sammy Sam, how much enhancement has this? Probably a lot, Theo. It's like, I used to walk with no shoes and no socks through 8 feet of snow to get to school. No. But, you know, I tell this story because in the day and age today, where there's so much garbage going on, whether it's politics, whether it's other stuff, there's just so much nonsense going on. It's important for everyone to kind of take a moment and say, what you do in a moment might not mean much to you, but it might mean a whole lot to the other person. And so it's just one of those stories that, yeah, listen, Mario would never, if I went up to him today and said, hey, Mario, do you remember 30 years ago this incident? No, he'd have no clue. Sydney, what's going on? Welcome in. Craig, what's going on? It's all about the kids. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it's, you know, if somebody was to come up to you and ask for directions, right? Hey, I'm new to the city. Do you know where I can find a Tim Hortons? Go to any street corner. But, you know, taking a moment, and we see this a lot. Like if you go to Canada's Wonderland, right? You might get someone that comes up to you and says, hey, do you know where I can find food or this ride or that ride, a washroom? And to take 2 seconds and say, oh yeah, if you just go down to your left and follow the path, that means a lot to somebody you just helped. It takes 2 seconds out of your day. So that's all I'm saying is, you know, I'm using it to highlight that if somebody needs something, somebody asks something, take a moment. You never know what a difference it's going to make to somebody else. Anyways, enough about that. I've said my point. I didn't even mean to go there, but we did. We went there. You never forget a face like Sam's. There you go. That's right. It's so hideous. It's like, what? That guy. Remember standing in front of... let me see. Oilers D is awful. Scott, yeah, Oilers D needs some help. Mario is human. That he is. And listen, what he did, what Lemieux did was insane, right? He was so good. So good. Well, here's another story. Brett Hall, right? Brett Hall's got a reputation of being, well, a little mean, shall we say. And I went up, you know, asked Brett Hall for a picture. Brett Hall comes over, puts his arm around me. I'm sure he had a few little beverages. And he's laughing. My brother's fumbling with the camera. And Brett Hall's trash talking him. Come on, kid. You never used a camera before? Let's go. And we were cackling. We were howling. It was the funniest thing ever. And from that one interaction, it's like, Brett Hall's the best. You know, it's so funny. All right, let's see. When I was a kid, Toronto Maple Leafs practiced in a rink in Markham. The whole team would come into the stands for practice, sign anything, and talk to the kids. That's when I met Salming. That's awesome, Lee. So cool. That is very, very, very cool. Tonight's difference maker brought to you by Samwelb B12. But it's so true, Jonathan. It makes a big difference. Should never treat a fan, especially a kid. They look up to their heroes. They do. Prep, what's going on? $2 super chat. Thanks for the lesson, Coach Sam. You're very welcome, Prep, and thank you for the super chat. You know, it's funny being around hockey a lot. Oh, hang on. Road Warriors coming in with a housing update. No word from the lender yet, but it sounds like they can do an offer. They just have to finish hammering out the nice, Road Warriors. Good luck, my friend. So, Chris, just at different times, you know, I was lucky enough to be at that event where a lot of the players were. Sometimes you see them other places. Have you ever read Cujo's book? He talks. I haven't actually, Dan. I haven't read Cujo's book. Yeah, I probably should pick that up. Cujo, I don't think I've ever met Cujo. I hear he's a great guy. I met Darcy Tucker. Met Darcy Tucker recently, actually. He was very nice in his engagement. The way he handled himself, the conversation. I tell you, one of my favorite old school Leafs that I met, it was actually at the ROM at an event, was Gary Lehman. So if you remember back in the day when the Leafs were terrible, Olczyk, Osborne, and Lehman played on a line together. And for whatever reason, it was one of my favorite lines. Loved Mark Osborne, Gary Lehman, Ed Olczyk. Such a great line. And I went up to Gary Lehman and I said to him, you know, back in the day, the Olczyk, Osborne, Lehman line was my favorite line, and I loved every time you guys got on the ice. I don't know exactly the words I said, but it was something about how they were my favorite line back in the day. Tucker was an animal, that's for sure. And he was so excited. You could see in his face, right? Here he is. For the most part, it was older gentlemen at this event. And he was kind of tucked away in a side. Not a lot of people were going. There were some bigger names there that were getting more of the attention. And he was so excited that he, we had a conversation. We took a picture. He kept talking to me. I was kind of like, all right, thanks a lot. We'll see you later. And he would just keep engaging, asking questions, keeping the conversation going. And you could tell it was like a little thing, but it had an impact. And Gary Lehman was just so awesome. Again, who knows if he had a couple beverages or not, but he was so good. And so many of the Leafs from that era were awesome and just nice people to talk to. Let's see. I've never actually been to an NHL game, only to Medicine Hat Tiger. Hey, listen, nothing wrong. Medicine Hat, the Tigers and the Oil Kings. That's exciting hockey right there. When the Leafs were bad, that's every year since 1970. Chris, I meant during the 80s, the bad times during the 80s. He was a terrible skater, 12 years old. That's really funny, Dan. And Dan, that's how a lot of kids become goaltender. They're either not good skaters or they're not good with the puck, whatever it is, and they somehow find their way in net and it grows on them. Curtis Joseph, if I recall, also didn't really start playing seriously until he was much, much older. Wasn't he like scouted in a beer league or something? Maybe not that old, but he had a very unusual path to the pros. If you survive the 80s, you can survive anything. That's funny. They were rude to me. Boss said just ignore it until he saw firsthand his jaw drop behind the glass of the popcorn machine. I missed the first point of that conversation. Let's see. Had a rude Canada junior hockey team. Interesting. Annie, how's it going? The Leafs today don't have time for the fans. I think things are also very different today than they were back then. Very different. Captain Tuttle, what's going on? That's amazing. Raven, how's it going? Welcome in, hey guys, from JP Curtis and I from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Nice. Good to see ya. In today's day and age, everybody's got a cell phone, everybody's got a camera, videos, everything's going viral. So I think just engagements today are very different with players than they were back then, right? When there's less people around, I think they're a little more open, willing to have more conversations. But when there's a ton of people around, they're very guarded. And I think rightly so. They kind of have to be today, which is unfortunate because there's nothing better than meeting an athlete and listening to them tell you stories. That's what I love about sometimes you go to these special events and you get to hear all the stories about different situations and whatnot, which is so cool. Some of the players now I know on the Spit and Chicklets podcast, shout out to Biz and those guys at Spit and Chicklets. They get players to come in and they open up and tell some great stories. So it's nice to see some of the players starting to open up. There's obviously a lot they can't share, but it's pretty cool to hear some of these stories from back in the day. But when you hear it firsthand, it's just amazing. And that's what I love about hockey players. Baseball players, you don't really get that a lot from. Football, I've never really met an NFL football player outside of Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams was an amazing dude. He was so awesome and so nice. But I love just, getting a chance to hear those players tell their stories is wicked. Tomcat, how's it going? Welcome in. Pat Burns to rescue. Oh, I don't know. I missed the first part, but yeah, Pat Burns, man, I would love to sit and listen to Pat Burns. The stories he would have, any of those guys from back then. Pat Burns, Roger Nielsen. I mean, the stories would just be incredible. All right, time to get into period number 3. Let's get over here. Maple Leafs going to start on the power play.
The Leafs trail after 40 minutes. They'll start the third period with 45 seconds of power play time. Correct. Off the face-off, Eric Haula was shaken up.
Tangled up with the official. I think that's why they blew it down quickly. Some discomfort.
Yeah, right, Mark. It's so true.
If I'm the Leafs, though,
unless you happen to run into Willie
this with 7 more seconds, like right at 20-minute
mark.
Thank
you for hitting that subscribe.
12 it's going to be outside the Leaf blue
much
line
appreciated.
7 seconds ago.
Yeah, but Brendan Smith pushes Nylander onto the back of Haula. So it's a gentlemanly whistle, but kind of puts the Leafs at the disadvantage. They won the faceoff, had full possession.
Use the word community very loosely.
We don't blow whistles.
Here I mean it, and that's why I like to take the time and actually talk
He's really struggling
to each and every one of you, because you guys and gals in the chat, you are the show.
Wins the face-off back.
So now it's 20 seconds gone off the power play because of that whistle, right? 7, a new lost draw. We are 20 seconds into the third period.
He's trying to avoid back-to-back regulation losses, something they haven't done since the middle of January when they lost 3 straight. Matthews back on it. The consistency for the Leafs has been remarkable.
Oh, B-man, that's awesome.
Back, great chance for Nylander, and a good save there.
I bet there's
Jake
a lot.
Allen, the embattled New Jersey goaltender.
2 good saves as Leafs finally get the puck.
Right, Curtis? It is so true.
Devils don't handle the puck cleanly on a dump in.
Listening to the old stories
Brendan Smith can't do anything with
the
it.
best, just the best.
Chops it up behind the board, gets stuck, and he bears
Pete,
feet.
what's going on?
And
good evening to our friend and sports partner, Pete McDevitt. Baseball season is just about to get going. If you want to listen to an amazing baseball commentator, check out our good friend Pete.
They're good back to McCabe, to Matthews. To McCabe, across he goes.
Just coming around, here's a long shot. That one's going to sail high and over Matthews.
2 shots.
Gets it over Tavares in front. Can't get the shot off. Nylander just
the
missed
penalty box brings it back for the Devils. 3-on-2.
Here comes the Devils coming in. Drop pass. Quick shot and a glove save. Joseph Wall. What an unbelievable glove. That time he get it, he did not miss it.
So he wasn't previously injured, but Marino steps out of the box. It's always tough to
boy,
time
oh
when you make
boy,
that
you
play.
gotta watch that guy stepping into the box. This happens far too much to the Leafs on their power play. They just do not put themselves in a good position when the penalties come into an end.
Got to keep it at 4 this period.
Leafs gonna win the draw. Nobody goes for it. Now it comes over to Brody. Gonna give it over to Labushkin. Again, if you missed it earlier, Morgan Riley not in today's game. Here's Brody with a shot. Sharp angle.
That 100-game goal is Crowd, and Allen made the stop on that.
To the line. Here's another shot.
By Connor Dewar. That's saved and dropped down by Allen.
Morgan Riley is not in today's game, nor is Edmondson. Both are day-to-day with an undisclosed ailment.
Knocked down by Brody with a pair of assists.
Brody turning around, going to play this one up. Trying to get it out. Devils doing a good job keeping it in. Driving towards the net. Wall was there.
Luke Hughes in for Jack. Back in the point is Marino.
It's all good. There you go.
Lots of the minor hockey buddies
this one out. They're going to go make some changes. All right, so it looks like our scoreboard scores finally got updated here.
Especially
the time is not correct.
Luke would say that Toronto
B-Man coming in with the super chat.
They play Michigan, but it's been all the formative years, formative hockey years.
The workout
for sure.
plum. Thank you so much, B-Man. Stick caps.
Plays it back
for the B-Man.
Lead pass to Jack Hughes. That skips away. Back to Timmins to pick it up.
Very slow cycle, Scott. Here's a shot coming on. Nice stop there by Wall. That's a really good observation, Scott. Very slow cycle.
Austin Matthews.
Matthews putting it in. He was going to be offside. The puck comes right back out. Hughes going to play this one in. Devils peel off to the bench. Here comes McCabe.
Picked up by McCabe.
We'll play this one over. Timmons.
Leafs are changing it. Nylander goes
Back
right wide
across
for
to
Tavares.
Tavares. JT coming in, gonna roll this one around behind the net. Nylander there to cut it off. Can't do it. McMahon can't get it. The Devils gonna play this one out.
Simone Nemitz.
Nemitz gonna drive this one around.
Toronto zone.
McCabe back to pick it up. Gonna slide this one up. Look out! It's in the feet of the Leaf player. McMahon gets it up to Liljegren. He's gonna dump this one in.
There's that cross corner, and Smith back to pick it up.
Toronto again chasing the puck right now. They are still scrambling much more than they need to.
Hustle back to center ice to pick it up. Across he goes to McCabe. McCabe up for Robertson and sweeps that back down to the Devils zone.
Thank you, trash guy.
Goes back. Robertson all over him. Forces the puck free. Robertson has a look.
Robertson steals it, coming in nice. He can't get the shot off. Back in front, tip right on.
Allen, a great pad stop.
Nice movement there. Finally, Toronto passing the puck.
Turnover created by Nick Robertson.
Here's Labushkin. We'll play this one up. Robertson, he's got it. He's going. He's going to flip this one up. Scooches by a couple of guys, chases it down, and knock his man into the boards. Simone getting hit by Nick Robertson.
Clear out, goes into the Toronto bench.
Nick Robertson had a very strong first period with the puck, and using his speed and quickness to turn a puck over, active stick. He's not the biggest guy, but he can get leverage if he uses his feet. He puts it on Matty Nyes a little beat behind him where he can't quite one-time it.
This line has played okay tonight.
Returned us out a couple times
on
really good looks, but that's what Nick Robertson can do when he skates.
5 shots for
gets
Robertson
himself in good spots, even on the forecheck.
Shooting in, and let me tell you, he's shooting hard. He had a couple that were over 90
use his
miles
stick
an hour.
Effectively.
Nicky Robertson really stepping into a couple of those.
Inside 5 to go in the Detroit-Washington game. The Capitals have a 3-2 lead there. Washington 5 up on New Jersey for the last playoff spot in the East.
Around little dipsy-do there
knocked down by
the Devils. Dawson Mercer. Toronto picks up the puck. Here's Benoit. Benoit is coming, moving it up. They're going to turn this one over.
5-point deficit.
Devils setting it up in their end. 15:40 to go. 15:40. We'll have to keep updating the time.
Dewars into it.
That's right. It's only one goal. Let's go. Let's get it to be Austin Matthews. We want to see number 60 tonight.
The corner. Timmons picks it up.
Here comes Timmons, going to put it up to Matthews. Matthews takes it off.
Matthews spins back.
He's going to turn it around as the Leafs make some changes.
Drops it back to McCabe.
Let's get a virtual wave going here. I don't think we've done a virtual wave tonight. Let's call it. 3, 2, 1. Hey, get the hands flying high.
And Matthews picks the puck free.
It's the virtual wave. Here's Domi coming in. Domi shoots. Oh, just can't buy one.
The side of the goal. Banks it off the glass and back out to center.
Back over to Matthews. Matthews coming in, dropping it for Domi.
Spreads that to Matthews. For Domi in.
Cross ice. Domi shoots and misses yet again.
Back to Matthews. Domi. Backdoor pass for McCabe. Skipped off his stick. Domi knocked down the clearing attempt. Sends it back in front.
Oh, Bertuzzi was on the goal line and he just couldn't put it in.
By Bertuzzi.
My goodness.
And what a stop by Allen. He's worth a 3rd round pick tonight. 40 shots for the Leafs. In comes Nylander to Tavares, tees it up and shoots. And Allen makes the stop on that.
Great save by Allen.
Shot after shot after shot for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
They are absolutely blasting it. There it is. Oh, Gator throwing those Devils up there. Let's get the wave hands going. We're going to keep it riding. Welcome in if you're just coming in. We are in the middle of our virtual wave. Roger, what's going on?
Tracks it all the way to not put it in his own net.
That's right. Dan says, come on, score already. What's taking you so long?
And busy. 64 shot attempts at Jake Allen. And
Jake Allen has been spectacular.
And Patrick Kane just scored for Detroit. 3-3 late in the 3rd.
Oh my goodness. Detroit tying it up 3-3. Boston, no, they've gone ahead of the Panthers 4-3. Oh no, disaster. Come on, Panthers, tie that one back up.
Now Palat tries to knock that free.
14 minutes to go now. Brody with it, bringing it back.
The last 10 years, the most.
If you're just coming in and joining us, welcome. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe.
It's an average of 15 playoff games
back
a year
in the corner
for 10
playing
years.
around.
Well, the reason they brought him in here to play the playoffs. Now you got to get there.
Big hit.
Oh, is McMahon gonna get one?
You got a penalty coming up here.
13:42 to go in the third period. The Devils lead by 1.
They're going to go to commercial break. When we return, or when they return, the Leafs going to be shorthanded again as McMahon throwing a hit. And I guess there was something about that hit they did not like. Why is it every time Toronto plays a team, that team's goaltender has the night of their lives? I mean, you can't take anything away from what Jake Allen is doing. I mean, Jake Allen facing 40 shots. He's been really good, and a lot of them have been quite difficult. He's been really good. I don't know why you hate Marchand. Every shift produces something positive for the team. I'm just not a fan. B-Man coming in the upside down smiley face. B-Man, love it. Thank you so much. Again, really appreciate the super stickers. Benoit, what's going on? Welcome in. Yes, the widget is broken, so we're just updating it as we go across. By the way, if you're just, so you know what we should do? I don't know if I can. I don't know what this does. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, that's fancy. So let's just do this right now. There we go. We'll just cover that up. There we go. Much better. I'll just have to remember to delete that after. Marchand's hack. No class. Yeah, I feel that way too sometimes, Dan. But he does, listen, that's on the ice. Off the ice, he does a lot of really good things. So we can't take that away from Marchand. Off the ice, he does some pretty good things. So. Oh, so they're just coming back. Let's bring this up.
That is a first chord. I've been hit. I've been broken watches, but I've never had my headset ripped off as it snakes around Connor Dewar's
At least your head wasn't still in it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
so the
Maroon.
Devils to the power play here, up 4-3.
Maroon.
Big penalty kill for the Leafs. Here's Hischier with it. Hischier looks back for Jesper Bratt.
Getting things going.
Bratt slides that down to Meyer. Back for Bratt. To Hughes. That's Luke Hughes. The Bratt, he got spun around, and Brody sends it down the ice.
Yeah, that's why you run it right there. Even though he shakes McCabe, it is a tight move that he loses control of the puck.
Thank you so much for all your support.
And Luke Hughes winds ahead.
Hughes flying down the ice, making a nice move, and Benoit standing him up.
I mean, you'll take that as a penalty kill, right? 1-on-3, even though it is Luke Hughes, but showed his speed.
13 minutes to go. 13
Jackson, watch this.
In comes Jack Boyd. Jim and Ellen taught those kids to skate, didn't they?
Not want to play keep away with
Nylander's going to steal it. Nylander's trying to be a little fancy.
U.S.
Has it
Women's
taken away.
Women's World Championship.
Devils setting it up.
It back.
Bad pass back to the line for Hughes.
In for Jack Hughes. In comes Jack, feeds across. Pratt in, shoots, and lifts the net just wide. Jack Hughes back with it. Luke Hughes to Pratt. Sends it down to Hischier.
Benoit with another great play. I'm liking this Benoit.
Trying to find Hara in the back door. They rip it.
Meyer back for Bratt. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Jack Hughes winds in. Drops it off to Jesper Bratt. Bratt. Break wide for Jack Hughes. Skipped away from him. Benoit. Good squeeze that by Bratt. In for Hischier. Drops it back to Jack Hughes. Sends it back in front for Hischier. That was knocked away by Labushkin. Jack Hughes to Bratt. That's broken up by Matthews and sent down the ice.
All those good looks, all those seam passes,
remaining on the
and nobody shot the puck.
My goodness. Devils caught too much passing, not enough shooting.
No shots in that power play for New Jersey. As McMahon steps back on. Dewar.
Back at even strength, and here's Bertuzzi.
Drops it back for Brody. Brody to McCabe. Trying to center it. Picked up by Brody. Cross he goes. Don't be a hard shot. That was blocked by Nosek. And Palat out to center ice. Mercer bearing in on McCabe, who takes that away. And Bertuzzi has it back. Steps around Nosek. Flips that back down, and Allen up to play it.
Bertuzzi sitting in front with an open net, couldn't connect on the pass. Terrible pinch by Liljegren, and it's a 2-on-1. And a bad pass coming across. Mercer couldn't handle it.
Timmins plays it back out to Domi.
Bad pass after bad pass. Liljegren
Cross to
got caught big time there. He got lucky.
Tavares drops it back.
Domi sending it towards the net. Where is it?
That is Bertuzzi in the back. And the referee
It
lost
actually
sight of
got
it. Play is called.
caught up in Nemich's equipment. Nemec started to take off with it and then dropped
tied
the
up
puck
in
down.
Nemich's jersey.
Blew the
So
whistle.
the referee blew that one down.
Thank you so much for hitting those subscribes. Appreciate
He's
it.
saying it's in my stomach somewhere. I don't know where it is. Just trying to get away from my own net.
We're on our way to
So the Leafs
200
now
likes.
inside
so if you
11.
haven't hit that like yet, give it a click.
There you see it kind of in his
appreciate
chest.
Let's get
Take
these
off with
Leafs
it. There it is.
turn it around. It's only by one goal.
And you know
It's
there's plenty
only
of time
by
to
one goal.
create offense against a team that it will give you offense.
Marino up to center ice. Benoit. And that's taken away by Lazar, but Timmins goes back across to Benoit. Picked up by Ball. Back around to Marino. Tierney. Off back to Timmins. Across he goes to Holmberg. That's picked off by Tierney.
Can't get it.
Chris Tierney for Lazar. Those two veteran former Ottawa Senators combined there, but it's knocked away, and Holmberg up ahead for Timmins.
So
Nick Robertson lifts it back down, and the puck goes over the glass.
funny.
And out.
Your choice, my friend. Your choice. That's very
Nick
funny.
Robertson is really working at being responsible. He knows what he's good at, and he's really good at creating
Not a
offense.
Leaf
He's really
fan.
good at shooting the puck past goalies. But to earn Sheldon Keefe's trust to play in the playoffs with some guys
Leafs
coming
got to
back
pick it
and
up.
Yarncroft
10
and Marner
minutes
are
left to
healthy.
go here
He
in the
knows
third
he's got to show
period.
that
They
he
are
can be responsible in his own
by
end.
one.
He's strong on the boards, make good puck
Devils
decisions.
have it.
He's had a
Toronto had the
pretty good
best
game.
first period I've seen them have in a long
big
time.
aggressive but smart.
They showed moments here in the third, but really the Devils have been controlling.
Now Labushkin lays it back
E-Man
down.
coming in with that $3 super
the
sticker
Devils
with
own
the pair.
Allen to play it.
Thumbs up. Thank you,
Squirts by
B-Man.
Labushkin and back to center ice. That makes the Capitals going to overtime.
As the Jersey bench sags with the news. Jersey really trapping it up. I feel like I'm in 95 right now.
Pretty shocked with there.
Stick caps out there.
Marty Brodeur was in the house this morning.
He's here tonight, yeah. Like 42 shots. That was a bad week for him. McCabe lifts that back down. Matthews after it, knocked away from him.
Matthews
Marino.
needs one more goal for 60. Bertuzzi had a
by
goal
Bertuzzi.
earlier today.
We'll open the
They're
score
looking
early
to
in the first
continue to
period
dig
for
here in
Toronto.
the Devils zone. Matthews comes away with it. No one to pass to. Domi was covered. Matthews with the wraparound. Domi digging it, pops up. It's there. Bertuzzi whacks at it. They can't get it.
Great stops for Allen.
Palat going in the corner with
Pat on
Bertuzzi.
Domi's as well?
And they get this out and down the ice. No icing the rest. Wallen's going to come out and
This
stop
has
this
been
one.
a
Flurry of
clinic from
activity
Jake
in
Allen.
front of the Devils.
If not in front of him.
Goaltender Jake Allen.
Five-star chance.
Had a
after
wonderful game
five-star
today for
chance.
New
Jake
Jersey.
Allen turns them away. Now Camp deflects that puck
Boards
over
and
the
it's
glass.
deflected up. I think it went into
And
the
out.
Devils bench.
8:35 to go here in the third period. Lots of chances, but
They're
Jake
gonna go to
Allen turns them
commercial
away here in the
break.
third.
And they will be right back. Again, welcome in everyone. Thank you for joining us. Toronto, New Jersey, and it gets even better. On Thursday night, the Washington Capitals take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Leafs and Caps, Matthews, Ovechkin. Last time they got together, Ovechkin put 2 goals in, and he has been hot for the last few games. Will the Capitals defeat the Maple Leafs, or will the Leafs stick it to them? That's on Thursday, 7 p.m. We will have that game right here for you on the channel. So, if you're a Caps fan, make sure to tune in. If you're a Leafs fan, I know you'll tune in. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. But right now, the Leafs, they got to get their mojo back. They got to figure out what was working for them in the first period. I'll tell you what was working for them. They were shooting the puck a lot from everywhere, far out, close up. They were skating. They were passing. They've really gone away from the fundamentals in the second, and they've been fighting to get it back here in the third. They are shooting more in this third, 9 shots so far, only 2 for the Devils. Toronto has taken back the lead in the faceoff circle, 53.7%. They're also out hitting the Devils, 41 hits, but the number that is not good, 15 giveaways. 15, that means they've had 5 so far here in this third period. They play the Devils 3 times, including tonight over the next couple weeks. Tonight, April 9th, and then April 11th. So, set the tone. Let's go. Wake up, Leafs. Let's finish this game strong. They're just coming back here from the commercial break.
It has been incredible stuff. It's not just
Marty
the volume,
Brodeur in the
which
house
would be
tonight.
enough, Gord, because he has been peppered from the start of the game. But it's the quality of chances and rebounds.
I wonder if
and
Jake
action
Allen
around the front of the net.
has had any conversations
and he has been
with
fighting
Martin
and diving and dancing to keep his New Jersey Devils ahead by 1.
The Rangers tied up going overtime.
In a game that they probably don't deserve to be ahead by
8:35 face-off at
41
center
saves
ice.
in the game, 24 in the first period. Lead pass to Jack Hughes, who knocks that in as Dewar goes back to pick it up. Got up there by Eric Howla. Now Timmins trying to work that break. Noah Gregor bounces back to Howla. Sends it back
right out in front. Nice play by
couldn't reach
Timmins
that.
to break that one up. Benoit trying to get it out.
David Camp plays it back across to Timmins.
There's too many men on the
Finally
ice there for
defends one.
Jersey. Too many men got away with it all the way up to the middle of the ice and back.
Timmins lifts it back down and picks up his own shoot it. Shoots that down to Tavares. Tavares works it
Right
back
out in front, Nylander can't pull the trigger.
Now Timmins across to Brody. DJ Brody up for Nylander. That pass just missed his head. Down out to play it.
Bring back the water bottle. That's
Back
right.
goes Labushkin for
I
it.
just want to
7.5
drink.
to go here
Peter,
in the
what's
third
going on?
period.
Yeah, Boston Boo.
Brody.
Change the hat.
For
All right,
Nylander winding in. Nylander with a step on Luke Hughes. Nylander stays on it. Hughes stays with him. Move back around to Brody.
Change the hat. See if this brings
Brody.
some better luck.
Winds it back around Labushkin. At the point, backing him up is Tavares.
Tavares
Slides it
keeping
back
it
for
in
McMahon.
right in the high slot. Bobby
spins
McMahon
and shoots. That's blocked by Luke Hughes.
Goes off the leg. Bucket time. Bucket time. Pretty soon.
Back to St. Rice,
Got about
picked up
another
by
minute
McCabe.
until bucket time. Minute and a half.
Matthews.
Matthews with it. Although bucket time hasn't worked for us in the last couple.
And now McCabe fires it in. Domi backs it
The
back
glasses
down
are
for
coming
Tucci, trying
off.
to leave it there. Fowler back on it, banks it back, picked off by McCabe. Shot that's it wide. Jack Hughes back with it. Off his stick of Williams back down the Leaf zone as McCabe goes back with Lazar bearing in on him. Lazar pulls that free to Howla. Domi back around to McCabe.
Let's go.
Now Domi
Bucket
has it
time.
back.
Let's pick it up.
Just squeeze that back to St. Rice with ball. Picks it back up for New Jersey. Jack Hughes trying to
He's
slide
playing
that
it back in his own end. Bertuzzi going to chase this one
Ball
down.
back to pick it up.
Devils did a nice job slowing this game down in the third period. They're not getting anything.
6
but they're not
minutes.
giving up
6
the
minutes
same
to
kind
go.
of stuff.
Everybody, let's see that goal. Leafs
6
go.
to go here in
Flood
the
this
third
chat.
period. Cole plays it back around to Nick Robertson.
I want to see more go Leafs go
Gets it back up and taps that back to Timmins.
than Gators
Lead pass to
Devils.
Nyes. Matthew Nyes sends that in.
This is going to be an icing call.
Against Toronto.
It's
Molson
time.
Leafs hockey on TSN.
Get it going.
Is brought to you by Molson.
You know what? We're gonna take it even a step further. We haven't had to do this for a while. Oh, it's too low. We haven't had to do this for a while.
Matching lines and watch two guys jump on, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way inside.
All right, we're good to go. We're ready to jump on. There it is. Monica's getting it going. Go Leafs, go.
Back goes Benoit for Holmberg. Moves away from Nosek. Drops that back to Benoit to Timmins. Connor Timmins. Wide his way out. That's chopped down by Mercer. And Mercer finds Nosek. Long shot gloved by Wool. He'll have to hang on to that.
Glove that one down.
5-12 to go here in the third period. 4-3 the Devils lead.
Oh, and they're going to go to a commercial break.
TSN.
I was just getting ready to go. Welcome in, everyone. If you're joining us for the final few minutes of today's game, we're set to go. We're fired up. We're doing everything we can. Like Nye's not sure about Robertson. Robertson's been good offensively. He needs some work defensively. Got to get it going. Points with lips. Put me in, coach. Let's go. A&W has $2 team burgers on days the Leafs play. Wait a second. Keep 6. Is that for real? I haven't seen that advertised anywhere. If that's legit, that makes me excited. Who doesn't love a good team burger? So we got about 5 minutes left. About 5 minutes left in this game. The timer is broken on the score clock, so we've covered it up for today. The widget's been having all kinds of issues. So we got about 5 minutes. Brody will score for his first goal in 100 games. You know, Lee, it's funny you say that. Every time I go through the Tim Hortons picks, and I always see Brody in that third section, and I'm like, is tonight going to be the night? Like, I think if somebody picks Brody on the night he scores, that's got to be worth more than 10 points, 10 Tim Hortons points. That's like, give me a car. You know, that's like you've hit the big time if you can predict when Brody scores that next goal. All right, they are coming back. Jonesy, what's going on? Using the app anytime they play $2 teen or my goodness, I gotta get the app. All right, I'm gonna be looking for that.
To maintain
line change, Sam on. All right, I'll be back.
Has been lights out tonight.
B-Man coming in with a $3 pair. Let's go. Thank you, B-Man.
Nosek for the face-off, not done fairly. By the way, Devils now chasing someone new in the East. Philadelphia lost in overtime to the Rangers. The Capitals won in overtime, so now Philadelphia drops to the 8th spot in the Eastern Conference. The Devils are currently 7 back of them.
No free tidbits
this
tonight.
game.
5:12 to go. David Kemp in to take this draw. Here's Brody. He's on the ice.
Bank back
He's going to miss his pass. This one's going to come out. Devils just dumping it right in. Devils going to be playing the dump and chase.
Fourth line to start the defensive zone faceoff. They got to get it up, get it in, and get off.
Yeah, A&W is real good.
Simone turned the puck over to Dewar. Connor Dewar reaching for it. Racing ahead is Brody.
Here's Brody setting it towards the net. My God, if Brody scores, I'm going to lose my mind. Nice play by Gregor at the line. Just keep that one in. Dewar now making a great play. Dewar coming in. Shoots. Oh, it's blocked. Back to the line. Oh, he's going to pass it out to Brody. Brody going to set it up. Toronto's going to make some changes. Here we go. Coming in. McCabe is there on the forecheck. And here comes the Devils. Going through 3 Leafs. Here they come. All the way around. In case I can't watch Stanley Cup playoffs. Oh, Afzal will be here for the Stanley Cup playoffs almost every day. So we'll be here a lot. Charles, what's going on? Beat the Devils, please. The Rangers are playoff bound. Charles, we're trying in front. They're shoving it in there. Jam play, they can't put it in. Matthews goes down. Devils going to pick it up. 3:45 to go. Devils play this one out. Come on. Here's Liljegren. Pass up. Coming to Matthews. Matthews. He's going to turn it around back. Now he's going to play this one down deep behind the net for Domi. Domi coming out. Putting it in front for Bertuzzi. Hits the skate. Matthews picks it up between his legs to Domi. To Benoit. Benoit going to play this one in. Matthews going to pick it up on the boards. Hops over a stick to Domi. Domi pitches it across. Giving it away. Breakaway. Devils. Devils on a breakaway. No!
Both the Hughes brothers have struck here.
Jack Hughes.
press.
Disaster. Bertuzzi, Matthews in close.
And we've seen this happen a couple times.
Just a bad pass by Domi, giving it right away. And a pass up, springing Hughes. And Hughes just opens up wall and slips it 5-hole. My gosh, Raymond, what's going on? Never have to apologize, but welcome in. All right, let's go. We still got time. It's only 2. It's only 2. David, what's going on? It's only 2. Let's go.
No mistake. The last guy you want to send in alone for New Jersey.
That's going to fire up this team. 3 minutes. We can get 2 in 3. We can get 2 goals in 3 minutes. Coming right out in front. First, you got to get the puck. Here comes the Leafs with the puck, giving it up to Bobby Mack. McMahon's due. He needs a goal. He hasn't scored yet today. McMahon carrying this one in. He's taken down behind the net. Coming right out in front, Nylander with the tip. He misses it. It's not over yet, Ryan. It's not over yet. Quick shot, that's going to go just wide. Big hit, Leafs keeping this one in. And now the Devils going to play it out. Back to pick it up. Here's Brody. Brody's going to give it to Tavares. Brody's going to get 2 to win this one. Devils going to flip this one out. 2:22 to go. Timmins with it. Skates! Long pass up. They're going to tip this one in. Out to get it. Devils playing it around. Toronto pinching. Can't keep it in. Why have they not pulled their goaltenders? There's 2 minutes left to go. What is this team doing? Sheldon Keefe, are you watching the wrong game? The wall is falling, Brandon says. Devils bringing this right back in. Terrible coaching here in the last 3 minutes. Devils going to put this one in the corner. Lilligren bringing it back. Toronto's not even pushing. Toronto right now, they're not even pushing. Wow. They just wasted a minute and a half doing nothing. Nylander going to bring this one in. Now you pull the goalie with a minute and a half. Here it is in front, digging. That one's going to come out. Devils going to clear this down the ice. This is going to be icing. No icing. The Devils get there first. What the hell, Leafs? Coming around, they put it in the empty net, and that's going to do it. This bucket of chicken is done. The Devils score in the empty net.
It's good work by Curtis Lazar. Beating the icing.
I don't know what on earth.
Quick hands.
We're going to have to retire the bucket. It has not helped the last couple games, but what on earth were the Maple Leafs doing for this last 3.5 minutes?
That's, I guess, a good
they did not pull the goalie. They weren't pressing hard. It's like they said, we're down by 2. There's no point in trying. What a disaster of a finish. Good night, Lee. This was an, you're right, pathetic is the right word. This was an absolute pathetic finish. That's right, points with lips. Done like dinner. My goodness. Theo, what's going on? Reality is crashing. Hashtag no more bucket. Theo Sam Eagle has defeated us all.
Joseph Wall was hoping for after a really strong outing in Carolina.
My goodness. Robertson shot. Listen, can't take anything away from Jake Allen. What a night he's had. 44 shots in space. Thank you, Vaughn. This has been a lot of fun. It has been a fun show. I hope you've all enjoyed. We'll be back on Thursday night for the Leafs and the Washington Capitals. But my goodness.
But he puts it on Lazar's stick, who's
no, Ryan, actually, I beg to differ. I don't blame this on Joseph Wall at all. This has been a total defensive collapse.
Tidy tuck from one of the best in the league.
Not on Joseph. This is not on Joseph Wall. This is on the defensive squad.
3 of New Jersey's 6 goals
a
tonight.
Complete collapse.
And then Bratt plays it back out.
Thank you, Dan. Oop, I can take that red light down.
Jersey will remain within 5 points of a playoff spot, still alive. These 4 ahead of idle Tampa
15 seconds to go.
In the Atlantic Division.
Turn off the lights. The party is over.
71 games played as the Leafs will
Mario's Lanny.
For the first time
you make me laugh.
January, and New Jersey gets its first regulation win against Toronto.
All right.
Since April of
this one is done.
A string of 12
It's over.
games, and Jake Allen faces
The
45
Devils,
shots.
6-3.
25 leads.
Toronto.
But the Devils win at 6-3.
Absolutely
The Leafs
outshooting
will be
them.
disappointed with the result for sure. They won't love the defense.
We'll go
that they
through
played,
all the
but Jake
stats.
Allen,
Let's break it all down here real quick before we say good night. Your stats for the game. 45 shots for the Maple Leafs, 25 for the Devils. Toronto actually takes it in the faceoff circle, 51.1%, just enough. 47 hits for the Maple Leafs, 29 hits for the Devils. So Toronto out-hitting them. Toronto's power play goes 0 for 2 again. So does the Devils. They go 0 for 2. 7 block shots for Toronto, 15 for the Devils. 19 giveaways, Toronto. Ouch. 19 giveaways. That's atrocious. 15 for the Devils. Just not good. Devils take the first of 3 matchups, 6-3. Your goal scorers. Bertuzzi, his 16th from Domi and Brody. Luke Hughes, his 9th from Bratt and Heeshire. Heeshire's 24th from Bratt and Meyer. Nylander, his 40th from Timmins and Nyes. Matthews, his 59th from Labushkin and Brody. Meyer, his 24th from Bratt and Heeshire. Willman from Lazar and Tierney. Jack Hughes is 25th from Lazar. Jack Hughes is 26th from Lazar and Smith. So the Devils absolutely annihilating today. A great game. So I think what we're going to have to do, star number 2 tonight, we're going to give it to, let's see, ooh, pretty close. I guess we're going to give, no, you know what? We can go up here. I'm trying to see who had the better stat line. Curtis Lazar is going to get star number 3 tonight. Lazar and Bratt, both candidates for star number 3, each with 3 points. Lazar had +3, and he had 4 hits in only 9 minutes of play tonight. So Lazar gets star number 3. Star number 2, I'm going to give it to Heeshire. 3 points, 2 assists, and 1 goal. And the number 1 star tonight, I'm going to give it to the goaltender, Jake Allen. Even though he gave up 3, facing 45 shots tonight is absolutely incredible. Let's see, who did the pros give it to? Allen, Bratt, and Heeshire. Yeah, it's all one and the same. We're pretty darn close. All in all, it was a fun night. Unfortunately, the Leafs could not pull this one together. They need to figure things out and figure things out fast because things are going to get away from them. Going around the horn real quick, Penguins finally win a game 4-1 over the Carolina Hurricanes. The Rangers take it 6-5 in overtime over the Flyers. The Bruins beat up my Panthers 4-3. Washington Capitals win 4-3 in overtime over the Red Wings. So the Caps hang on to that last wild card spot. We will see the Capitals on Thursday. 2-1 Montreal over the Avalanche right now. 2-1 Oilers over the Jets. Who are your goal scorers in that one? Mason Appleton, Leon Draisaitl, and Connor Brown. Connor Brown scoring again. He's on a tear. His 3rd with the Oilers now. The Golden Knights 4-1 over the Predators, and the Blackhawks 2-0 over the Calgary Flames. I want to thank all of our moderators for keeping the chat family friendly and safe for one and all, keeping things moving and having a good time. I hope everyone had a whole lot of fun tonight. So thank you to our moderators. Stick taps for all the mods out there. I want to thank all of our gifters tonight. B-Man, thank you so much for all the super stickers. Much appreciated. And of course, I Can Prep and Richard coming in with the gifted memberships. So thank you all so much for supporting our channel that way. If you want to get in on the action, you can become a member, or if you want, you can go over to our website. If you want to do a PayPal, you can do that at our website, or join our Patreon. We just opened a brand new Patreon. So lots of ways you can support our channel on YouTube or off YouTube as well. To everybody who came in and found us today, hit that subscribe, hit that like, hung out, had a good time. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed the show. This was a lot of fun. We'll definitely be seeing you all on Thursday. Theo, thank you. It was a blast going head to head. Our two teams gets the first star for excellent commentary. I'll take it, Theo. I'll take it. Sam, we'll be seeing the Islanders on Thursday in Sunrise. Ryan, let me know how you enjoy the game. I know you will. But thank you all. Whether you cheer for the Leafs or you cheer against the Leafs, thank you all for being good sports, being respectful of one another. And this was just so much fun. That's why I love doing this. Here for you each and every game. Hard to watch. Allen was the goalie. Hard to beat. Allen he made some great stops. Listen, he got a lot of defensive help, but Allen was spectacular tonight. All right, from all of us here at the Samwelb B12 Experience, it's time for food. It's time for snacks. It's not time for bed yet. Have a great night. Have a great evening. We'll see you all on Thursday. Take care, everybody. All the best, and go Leafs go.